Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Adventure Archive. We're doing something a little bit different tonight. We're playing a game that has not even been released yet. So this is called Dragonbane. It is a game made by Free League, which Ryan and I, we are unaffiliated, but we like to wear their shirts. So if anything terrible happens tonight, it is my fault alone. It has nothing to do with Free League. But anyway, they generously released the Quickstart rules on their Kickstarter. They have about a week left to go, so go back it. Highly recommend it. It's a box set, which is very reminiscent of the RPG days of yore when everything came in a box. I wish all RPGs came in a box. But anyway, we are going to play the introductory adventure that comes with the Quickstart rules with pre-generated characters as well. So we're not doing any character generation or anything like that. It's going to be hopefully a quick one-shot. We'll see how these things go. Anything else? I think that's the gist of it, guys. So before I move on, I would like to thank Heimat der Katastrophe, as well as Noel, who we are listening to their soundtrack, his soundtrack tonight. So thank you for the use of that. Go check them out. They do some awesome dungeon synth. And I guess that's all we have to thank, because there's no Foundry module tonight. McGlinlock hasn't got around to it yet. Because it's a pre-release. Actually, it's coming out as a stretch goal. So they're supporting both Foundry and Roll20 if you back the Kickstarter. So go do it. And tonight, I will introduce the characters. I will start with Jess up top. So she is playing Krisanna the Bold. And let me open up your character art so people can see.
I think it's actually like Krisanna or something.
There you go. Do your Swedish accent.
That was my Swedish accent.
Oh, so anyway, I forgot to mention, this is actually like the 40th anniversary of this game. So this game was big in Sweden way back in 1982, right? And they are this is a reimagining of that game. Free League has injected a little bit of their Year Zero-esque rules in it, which I'll talk about. It's not a dice pool system, though. It's a roll under system. So it's a D20 roll under stat or ability skill, I should say. But anyway, characters tonight. So yeah, here's Krisanna the Bold. She is a halfling thief. So Jess, why don't you tell us a little bit about Krisanna? Or Krisanna.
She is a little young halfling thief with an innocent face.
You have a character description, by the way, if you need help.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You found it?
Trying to read it.
Okay, gotcha.
It's very small. Let me pull up a bigger version. I'm innocent of face, constantly observing eyes, light and silent on my feet, and seize opportunity in any situation.
Oh.
I'm also up for everything. The more dangerous, the better.
Oh, she's up for anything. Okay, guys. That is Krisanna. So let us move on to Baston Bloodjaw, who is actually not human or halfling or potentially anything any of you guys have ever seen in a game so far that we've run. Let us check out his artwork. There we are.
So apparently, like I'm legit. It's like a straight up wolf.
Yeah, you're like a wolf man. Yeah, wolf
He's
king.
like,
Oh,
we
lost Ryan. Oh, he's trying
there
his.
we go.
There you go.
Nice.
We're back, baby.
Love it.
Is this one better?
Oh God, it's like Wile E. Coyote.
Oh, that's cute. It's kind of like a mouse, though.
Yeah, it looks like a mouse.
A vampire mouse.
All right.
Oh,
Here we go.
that
This is
one.
me.
Oh God, it's just like wolf standing in the snowy forest.
Even better. I'm a wolfy girl. Anyway, so I am Baston Bloodjaw. I am apparently scarred and have bulging muscles.
Yeah.
I look loyally at my friends, but menacingly at my foes. I am confident and arrogant. I take good care of my clothes, and I often wear fragrant perfumes.
Oh, perfumes.
Hides the wet dog smell.
The sensitive nose, I guess, right?
Yeah.
All right, that is Baston Bloodjaw. So now here's another very unique character, and we'll move to Ducky, who's playing Makander of Half Bay. So let me open up your character artwork here. There we go. So why don't you tell us a little bit about this mallard here, Ducky?
Yeah, so Makander of Half Bay is strong, sturdy, and stubborn. Has a waddling walk. Very quick to anger when provoked, especially if someone insults his family or honor, and seldom smiles.
Oh, I don't know how he would smile with a beak, but I'm sure
It just gets wider.
I'm sure it's possible. Yeah, possible. Cool. That is Makander, and last but not least, we have Archmaster Eodon, played by Matt. So let us show them your art. Very wizardly fellow. So why don't you tell us a little bit about Eodon?
Archmaster Eodon here. I'm fascinated with fire. I unfortunately accidentally burned down a barn at my family's farm. My mother sent me away to learn magic, but I thirst for deeper knowledge. I've been restless, and now I travel with this company of animal adventurers and a Swedish girl. Good to meet you.
There you go. Okay.
He's a bit of a pyromaniac.
A little bit of a pyromaniac because you have Fireball, I believe, right?
That's right.
That's right. Okay, so we're going to just kind of... What, were you going to say something?
I was just going to say, it's really cool. It's cool how they do Fireball, where they give it like a variety of levels to it. So it's not ham. You don't go ham instantly.
Yeah, it's
You
cool how
choose.
you can choose to place more willpower points into a spell to enhance its abilities, which is kind of neat.
Yeah.
So there's no spell slots or anything like that in this game. You have willpower points. All of your abilities or magic, your spells are mitigated by those points. So let us begin with Riddermound, the introductory adventure of Dragonbane.
Well, it looks like L2 is dropping some blesses.
Oh, we got some blesses. All right.
To start it up.
What blesses do we got? Who got some blesses?
Everyone.
Everybody. Okay. So if you guys are
And a
not...
bane.
And a bane. Thank you, L2. So if anyone doesn't know how we play with blesses and banes, they give the players a D4 roll on their ability score or ability rolls, attack rolls. But in this game, it's going to be a -4 because the goal is to roll lower, not higher. But with a bane, with me, I will add, definitely add. Because I'm trying to make these guys roll high. Okay, so updated the overlay. Everybody has, yeah, there we go. Thanks again, L2. Let us begin. So, you four have made it to the Misty Vale. You have traveled very long and hard. It's been a very arduous journey. Because you heard rumors of some kind of magical crown hidden deep in the earth, specifically in this burial mound. You guys have traveled through the vast forests of Misty Vale, an unknown realm to you, and finally found a clearing in one of these forests. And there rises this burial mound within a circle, a stone circle of standing stones. And in the middle is another slab, a stone slab, a square stone slab at the very peak of this mound. And all is quiet. But you smell something, Baston. You smell something strange because you have the strongest nose here. It's a very putrid stench, almost like rotten vegetables. So as you guys are standing before these standing stones, what would you like to do?
Let's see. Let's get a wolf voice. How does a wolf sound? That's what I'm curious about now. Do I just get deep?
Gravelly, right?
Just a little gravelly. This is where we're at here. I smell something putrid, like rotten vegetables here.
So, the wizard has what looks to be like a very high learning score, I would assume.
Yes.
When he says the word putrid vegetables, does that trigger any memories for a man of learning?
No, nothing. I mean, you've smelled rotten vegetables before. So him being a wolf, you take his word for it, unless he's, misremembering. I don't know how many wolves are eating vegetables, but...
Makander, that's not you again, is it?
I bathed a week ago.
Ah, nice. I thought your feathers looked a bit ruffled.
Kander's just gonna pat himself down.
You clank in your plate armor as you pat yourself down.
And I guess Auden, because he's just he's an interested man of knowledge, and he sees these standing stones, and I'm assuming that, like, does he get, like, I don't see, like, an arcane kind of check here, so, like, kind of a vibe that...
Yeah, you go
cool
up.
going on here.
Do you want to investigate them? Do you want to look around them?
Yes, I don't go inside of them yet, because I don't want to...
Sure, yeah.
But...
So you walk up to one and you get a closer look, and there are what seems to be inscriptions, very rough, weathered, hard to read. You can't really make any sense of it, but you do sense that there is some kind of power here. But also, you get closer. I want you to roll me a survival check.
Love it. So do I just straight up, like...
Yeah, just roll a d20. Yeah, so go down in the bottom right-hand corner.
Yep.
You can just click the d20.
And then, so I got to go beneath 14, which is my survival.
That's your if that's your survival, yes.
Beautiful. Okay, here we go. Starting it off.
Okay, you succeed. So while you are examining this the standing stone, you also see something else, and maybe it is partially a source of the smell that Baston noticed. So you see small piles of wolf droppings, as well as goblin excrement that is leading up to the peak of this mound. And you do know, or if you have heard of rumors anyway that goblins ride wolves in this land.
Oh. So right away, Baston, I do believe goblins are riding some of your ancestors to the top of the hill here. Check this out. And then, am I able to, like, kind of grab a wolf drop and kind of throw it?
Yeah, if you want to pick up some old wolf shit, go for it.
Yeah, and I just kind of, like, I don't hit Baston because I don't get my ass kicked, but kind of, like, chuck it at him when I talk about his ancestors.
I'll get out of the way.
And you said it's wolf droppings and
goblin droppings. Yes. There's all kinds of droppings around here.
Is this world, like, are goblins kind of what we standard?
Yeah, they're more or less. Yeah, so I guess I didn't announce this. So from what I understand, this setting is very classical fantasy, right?
Okay.
So elves, dwarves, halflings, goblins, etc., etc. So I would expect that kind of world.
But we would expect them to kind of be a gang of them, not necessarily like...
Yeah, they do not...
type.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly. They're pack creatures.
And I guess I don't know who's our best, like, investigator, but I guess I'm looking for paw prints. You said it kind of goes towards the top of the mound?
Yeah. So you see the excrement, and you start looking around, and the survival check will also lead... Yeah, it looks like there's been some traffic here, leading up to the top of the mound.
And I'll point that out to Christina and Makander and Baston.
I think I'm gonna pick up, like, a stick, or no, I'm gonna pick up a wolf dropping.
Wow, you guys are the wolf
for
drop.
anything.
Okay. Yeah, there's twigs, there's stones, there's anything you can, it's in the middle of a forest glade. That's where you are. So within reason, anything you'd find in a forest glade is going to be at your feet or around.
I'm gonna pick one up and I'm going to throw it past the stones, like towards the.
Towards the big stone slab at the top?
Yeah,
Okay.
and just kind of like brace myself.
So you toss this and it lands as you'd expect, and there's no disturbance. There's nothing whatsoever that happens. Apart aside from, standard physics.
And while she kind of does that, Eldon is kind of feeling along the inscriptions.
Yeah.
Just to see if it seems like it might be an ancient language that he might be familiar with from his time at the wizarding school.
Oh, at the wizarding school.
Because
Eh?
he was at a school where he learned secrets of magic, but his thirst for deeper knowledge made him restless.
Why don't you roll me a learning check?
Okay, yeah. So learning also good. It's a 14, so I gotta go below 14. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, my
You
shitty rolling
succeed.
is finally paying off. I love this game.
So, like I said, a lot of these symbols are ancient. They're weathered. They're hard to read, but you discern something. You kind of start piecing things together, and you see mention of a knight, a dragon, and dragon rider. So that's kind of what you deduce from that. And while we're talking about rolling, I should mention that you can push your roll. So what that means is if you were to fail that roll, you can decide to push that roll. And you'll notice what that means is you roll a d20 again, but you suffer what's called a condition. And if you look at your character sheets, you'll see a bunch of conditions right under each ability score. And so when you suffer a condition, that means that any time you use that ability score or a related skill, you suffer a bane, which is a 2d. It's basically a disadvantage.
Nice.
And you can only heal that condition if you rest. What's called a stretch in this game, which is like a short rest, a 15-minute break.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, so it's a little cool way to kind of, hey, I really want to succeed on this. I am willing to take the penalty.
So, Makander, Boston, Prasanna, I do believe something about this mound contains perhaps a knight or a dragon, or even a knight riding a dragon. Is any of this familiar to you?
I would say
No,
none of them.
None of them. Okay.
None of them. Yeah.
I'm Baston, not Boston. I'm neither a city nor a band. And if you run out of shit to throw, I guess I can make more for you, if that's what you're into.
And he just kind of, All right.
All right, so what would you guys like to do as you edge up against these standing stones?
I think Alden is going to step between them. He's a curious guy who seeks knowledge.
Okay, so you're going to head up to it?
Yeah, he kind of
All
gets
right.
his curiosity gets the better of him.
Yeah, your old bones creak as you walk up this hill. And like I said, you see this 2 by 2 meter slab of stone cracked. But what you also notice is that there's a small gap to one side of it. It reveals that there's some kind of depression underneath, some kind of passage leading down. However, it's very small. Perhaps only big enough for maybe Krisanna or a goblin to fit through at this time.
Krisanna, I don't know if you're feeling up to it last, but there appears to be a cracked passageway here that perhaps you could take a peek into. And I guess I only have 2 items, a torch and a spellbook, so I guess I could offer my torch if you don't have one.
Okay. I'll do it.
And so he kind of he waves his hand a little bit. He's got this thing called Ignite.
Yeah, okay.
And I'll burn a willpower. I guess it's one willpower point.
Yeah, let's talk about Ignite. So
Yeah.
Ignite is basically it's a trick in this game which is essentially a cantrip. However, it succeeds automatically, but it does cost 1 willpower point. So
Okay, and so I just cross that off.
correct. Just cross that off.
Cool. Okay. So the kind of like you see kind of like a little bit of smoke start arising from the torch they pulled out for you. And then and I guess you've probably seen him do stupid shit like this before. And he's weird because like he loves fire, but he kind of fears it as well. And so as soon as it like ignites, he kind of is happy and then quickly like hands it to you to get rid of it.
Thank you. So I can like look and just be able to hop right in.
Yeah, what do you want to do? So you have this ignited torch. You're holding it. Do you want to like look down there?
Yeah. I'm gonna take out my dagger in my other
Okay.
hand.
So
And
one
then-
thing I would let you know as well in this game with combat, you can be holding a torch. However, you cannot also fight with your other hand. But you can use the torch as a weapon. But there is also a probability that the torch will go out while using it.
Okay. So can I not have my dagger and a torch at the same time in my hand?
No, you can. You just can't. You're not going to be able to attack with your dagger.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so. Okay, I'll just hold the torch then.
Okay. So you're just moving up to this this hole in the ground, essentially?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm guessing you get down and take a good look. Because it is daylight outside, holding the torch to it really doesn't do a whole lot because, again, it's this black hole that just descends down into the earth. But you do smell very stale air coming out of it. And it just the dried up corpse smell rising from the depths.
It smells very bad. More rotten vegetables.
So Auden has some kind of healing skills. Like, would he recognize the smell of corpses? Like,
Yeah,
it's pretty
yeah.
obvious. It's pretty obvious.
Are you going up there too, or are you just?
Well, I mean,
watching
like
it?
I'm near it, so she can. Is the smell only from down there?
Yeah, it appears. Yeah, she tells you that it appears as if that the smell is coming up from the depths of wherever this cave is leading, or hole in the
Yeah.
ground.
Chrisana, do you see any way to make this opening a little larger, perhaps a duck or wolf or man-sized?
Did I?
Yeah,
like-
you take a good look around it, and it appears as if, while very heavy, this can be moved. It does not appear to be a permanent fixture on the ground, like like there's stone beneath it. It's just this stone slab sitting on top of this grass.
Oh, there's not a passage that we see.
No, it's basically you
I
see this
gotcha.
massive stone slab, but on one side you see like a dugout area, right, where something small, like goblin size, maybe had crawled down
Gotcha.
into.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Baston's the strongest person we got.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably him and McCander. I don't know what their strength scores are, but
I'm at 18 strength.
Oh, nice.
18.
Are ducks swole?
16 for strength.
yeah, so you guys are
Yeah.
pretty tough.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand
Animal
back.
power.
I'm gonna, if I can, like shove my battle axe underneath and try to pry it up. See if we can like flip it over.
Okay, so you try that, and you quickly realize that it's probably going to risk breaking your axe, the haft of it anyway, if you do it that way. But you do think you could probably push it aside.
Yeah, let's just put some elbow grease into this.
All
I
right.
don't think
I'll-
he
Okay.
has elbows.
Can we?
He's got
Can
it.
we?
How does
Is
he?
there?
He's not a full duck.
Is there what?
Is
Ryan?
there like assisting in this?
Yes, there is helping. This I will tell you does not require a roll to move this aside, but in this
Nice.
game you can help somebody else, meaning they will gain a boon to their roll, which is advantage.
Well, so then if it doesn't require a roll, can we just
You can just push.
you know
Yeah, of course.
claws and feathers and push
Yeah.
it over?
So
push
you
it out of the
guys
way?
put your weight and your muscles behind this thing, and you push this stone slab across, and it does reveal
Push it that way.
a circular hole in the ground that is leading down, and you immediately release more of that stale air, the smell of old corpses long rotted away. But it's just blackness down below.
I have a rope. Maybe use.
Oh, you have a rope? Okay. Perfect.
Do we see any stairs?
There's no stairs. This is just like a vertical, I'll say it for Ryan, a vertical shaft going all the way down so he can do his
Why?
little... Because you've
She's
been
got-
rolling...
she's-
You've been rolling dirty shit in the chat, that's why.
Yeah, but she's listen.
Don't point
it's
at
this
me.
one over here.
I,
That's the worst one. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah. So roll for shaft, everybody. Let's see. So yeah, like you guys are looking at this hole in the ground. You cannot see the bottom. What would you like to do?
Oh, 5's good though in this game, melee.
5 is good. Rolling low in
Average,
this.
but that's
Yeah.
what they say.
It's good to be back, baby.
Good to be back.
Let's move.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you guys want
20
to do? Do
minutes
you guys want to
get in the
use
hole.
Krisana's rope to climb down?
I mean, I don't know
Drop a
how many.
torch?
It just says torch. Like it doesn't say like how many I have.
You have one
I
torch.
also have a torch.
Oh, I literally have one.
You literally have one.
I mean, one idea is just to go, Indiana
torch.
Jones. Oh, we could go Indiana
we
Jones.
all-
Yeah, I'm not saying like a torch is gonna just yeah.
Because none of us. There's not like a night. There's not like dark vision.
There is
there,
no
so,
dark
like,
vision to
I
my
love it.
knowledge yet. This is just
I
the
love
it.
Quickstart rules. So
Good,
maybe
good.
Yeah.
So maybe we think about. They know we're here because we slid the fucking rock. So maybe we drop the torch down. So we see like how deep it is.
We could throw more of the poo.
I mean, give me a second. I can just. I also have a torch. This isn't going to be one of those like
Yeah.
one torch.
No, so
a
adventures
torch-
again.
a torch can burn
Okay.
up to a shift. So a shift, I believe, is 6 hours if I remember correct. So it's kind of like your
I don't
If
know,
it,
we'll
overnight.
if
see.
it goes out, I could reignite it. So.
yeah.
Oh, I have a flint and tinder too,
yeah.
Oh,
so you
nice.
can light it.
so
he
you
can
don't need to
ignite
use
it.
your willpower points.
Correct.
Mine's already lit. Maybe I'll just hold it
Yeah.
over.
I think you
Yeah.
can light a
Still lit.
torch without that if you want to. It's just like a bane, I think, on your. Yeah,
Gotcha.
so a shift is 6 hours. That's how long your torches will last. So I would not worry about
Okay.
torch length use in this one
But
shot.
also, I mean, we just moved a rock. You're not
Yeah.
necessarily gonna make
We're not
depending on
sinking.
how long the shaft is. They might not have heard that. I mean, sound doesn't travel super
Oh.
great
Yeah.
deep underground, right? Right.
Okay.
No, to your knowledge, nothing is aware of your presence.
Okay.
Right now.
So I'm just gonna take the rope and like we can. I mean, if it takes a lot to. Does it feel like I can put this around anything that is solid? Do we feel like
yeah, you could
it's-
tie a
like
torch
with
to
the
a rope
stone?
if you wanted to, and dip the torch down into the darkness.
not the torch? I mean the rope to something. Like, are we looking at this as in it? This just goes straight down,
Yes.
or does it kind of like loop?
No,
Okay.
it goes
So
straight
can I
down. Yeah.
Tie the rope just around something above? Is it just the rock over the hole?
Yeah, I'll
Is that
say
it?
you can like wedge it under the slab or something, and it's going to provide
yeah.
enough. Yeah.
And then we can just kind of
Yeah, you can climb down if you want to.
move on down. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys fix the rope. You throw it down there. Who's going down first?
I will.
Okay, so because you guys used a rope, you get to climb this rope. You need to make a mobility roll, which should be on your character sheet. But you guys have a boon to the roll because you use this item. So, Krisana, why don't you roll me 2d20 and then take the better of the rolls.
Okay. And mobility, you say?
Mobility. It should be under your your skills or your abilities. Yeah.
Okay.
So you rolled a 6. I imagine your mobility is higher than that.
14.
Okay, so you climb down into darkness, but now that you're sort of at the bottom of the rope on the ground, you're on an earthen floor, so it's like packed hard earth. It's not stone, it's not grass, anything like that. And you see the sort of this pool of light where you're standing, which is, you know, obviously coming from above. So who's going next?
I'll go next.
All right. So Makander, I believe you get a Bane because of your plate armor. I think if you look at the bottom of your character sheet,
Yep.
you do,
I
because you're wearing all this heavy armor. So, but because you guys have boon, it's a standard roll. So I just need a d20 roll from you in mobility. And your mobility is 10. So Oh shit. Okay. So unfortunately, your grip is not as good as you hoped, or maybe the weight of your armor, and you slip down, crashing to the ground. And Krisana, why don't you roll me a mobility check again to get out of the way? Unless, did you move out of the way, or were you standing in the light right below?
Let's see. I mean, I'm constantly observing, so I feel like I would have noticed this happening.
That's fine. So you do not need to roll. You just will. Okay, so let's see. Falling damage is d6 points of bludgeoning damage for each meter after the first 3. Woo! And I believe this is. Let me see how long this shaft is. Soundbite for you guys out there. Long fall. Rope gives the boon of the roll. Does not say how far it is. 25 feet. So 3 meters. Oh, 5 meters. So shit. So 2d6. So let me roll I'll roll it for you because I'm the. Yeah.
Okay.
You shouldn't have to roll your own damage. That would suck. But you're going to absorb some damage because this is soak. So 9. And what is your plate armor?
6.
Okay. So you only take 3 points of damage as you crash to the ground.
Ooh.
As you crash to the ground, you kick up some dust. You're wiping your eyes. Krisana, you kind of get thrown back a little bit. You leap out of the way. And in doing so, you look up. You catch a glimpse. You don't know if it's just your imagination because it is so dark in here again, but it almost looks as if the ceiling is writhing.
Oh.
It's just a blackness and just the hint of something moving above you.
I'm just gonna shake it off, because he's kind of stubborn, so he's just more focused on the fact that I didn't fall. I meant to do that.
Okay.
It was falling with style.
And then you start to hear this chittering sound coming from the ceiling. So, Baston and Eodon, what are you going to do? You heard Makander drop like a rock, clatter to the bottom of wherever this is.
Live to tell the tale.
Live to tell the tale.
I'm gonna. So part of my character is looks loyally at friends but menacingly at foes. I feel like I naturally have an affinity towards my animal companion, since I am a wolf and he is a duck.
Okay, fair.
I'm going to, even though he's wearing a goose, I'm going to just worrying about him, just kind of leap in and just make my way down there as quick as possible.
Okay, why don't you roll me a mobility check with a boon? So 2d20. Take the better of the two, and you just have to roll below your mobility or lower. You did. So
Yeah,
you glide down this rope to the bottom. Makander's dusting himself off. You also, your ears perk up and you hear this chittering sound above you, and you look up and you start to see, again, the ceiling appears to be high up, appears to be kind of writhing and shifting. Aeodon, what would you like to do?
Chrisana, did you leave the torch up there?
If I couldn't climb down with it, then I guess
Yeah.
I would have given it back to you.
Yeah. Is it just sitting there on the ground, Chase?
Sure, whatever you guys decided. Yeah.
So he just kind of snuffs it out, I guess. Thought it was a cool
Okay.
trick. Sticks it, I guess, next to his spell book and his hefty sack.
Okay.
I have no idea about the chittering thing because
You don't hear it. You don't hear it at all.
So
but-
I think I saw Gaston be super smooth, and I'm old as dirt. But I'm like, we're gonna show this young buck how the old guys do it.
Okay. So
but
why
he
don't-
is gonna take his time and use the
Okay.
rope.
So why don't you roll me 2d20 best of those
Okay.
two? All right.
Okay.
What is your mobility score?
Yeah, I just got it because that's an 8. I got a
Okay. All right. Even Aeodon makes it down unscathed. It is pitch black in here with the exception of this this circle of light at the bottom. So you guys can't see anything. The chittering gets louder though. And you almost feel like this gust of wind hit you
From above or below?
from above.
Yeah. So Alden asks anybody for a light.
I have
Flint, if you got flint.
flint and tinder. Maybe I'll
Okay.
like flint it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to put you guys in a new
This is
place.
cool.
Feel free to arrange yourselves wherever you would like.
So that light spot is right underneath the rope.
Correct.
Cool.
So what do I got? Makander, Kursana. I need to get Baston, not Boston.
You have 2 bastons. You need
Oh, I did. Oops.
Aeodon.
Aeodon. There we go.
There you go.
Oh, weird.
Now
I
there's
don't know why
no
I can't see them.
Bastons.
Oh, there we go. Kill a Baston. Okay.
Is that little 5-foot ring around me? That's the torch, or is that?
Yeah, the one in the center, directly in the center, right here.
Okay.
And you can, if you hit X, Matt, you can point.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah. Let me redo the fog of war.
But what I'm saying is, like, because I have that light circle around me, that means like I have a torch on.
Yes.
Cool.
So as you guys drop down here, oh, you said you're gonna use your torch?
But if she'll light it, yeah, she's gonna try to use.
So you guys can
Okay.
light the torch.
I gotta find where she's at, I guess. Going around. There we go.
So why don't you right click on your token? And there
Okay.
should be a little torch sign.
Oh, cool.
There you go. Boom.
Beautiful.
So yeah, your torch ignites this room, and you can see it as a vaulted ceiling, and your gaze is drawn up to that ceiling, and it is covered with bats. It is black with bats, and they are looking down at you with dripping fangs, but they only have one cyclopean eye right at the center of their face, and they swoop down. I need all of you guys to roll initiative.
Yeah.
So the way this is going to work, let me drag everybody into the scene. So monsters in this game work a little bit differently. So this isn't going to be 3 enemies. This is going to be a cauldron of bats. But because this monster, their attacks are dictated by speed, the speed is 3. That means they get 3 attacks per round. So let me select everybody except the GM. And move the GM out of the way. Wait, who's this?
So those tokens, it's like one giant eye. That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess I can show you guys the... This guy.
Oh,
A
shit.
bunch of these guys are staring down at you hungrily.
They're kind of cute.
Adorbs.
All right, so let me, again, last time, I swear. Oh, I see what I did. I had all these guys hidden.
Is it safe to say that we see whatever that door thing is up top?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me. You guys are a little bit preoccupied at the moment, but let me add you guys to combat. Okay, you guys should be in combat. Getting some different tunes though, I think. Whoa, loud. There we go. Okay. So you guys, if you go up to the cross swords. Okay, Makander already rolled.
Oh, the crosswords. Do we need to click on our tile or anything?
No, just go up to the cross swords in the upper right-hand corner, and then you
Gotcha.
can click.
Yeah. Sweet.
So vampire bats. 1, 2.
Is high
3.
shitty or high good in this?
It is the hang on, sorry. Remove combatant. Shit. Let me check. I forget.
Because it looked like Crescenta bump to the top, which is sweet.
I'm not sure what to roll under.
Initiative. All right. Yeah. Actually, it's funny. In this game, you draw cards, but because it's not set up yet, we're gonna just roll 20s. The number on the card determines the order in which you act this round. Number 1 acts first, so higher is better or lower is better. Correcto mundo. So.
Dang, we got a 20 and a 1.
Wow.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, Baston, you didn't roll yet.
Yeah, you did.
You
You
did.
got a 1.
Why does it say? What the heck? I see him
It
in
didn't
the...
let me roll for initiative. I just rolled.
Oh, there we go.
Um,
Here, I can.
let him.
I'll update you to 3. I can do that. I'll update you to 3. There you go.
I got a 1.
You got a 1.
He did get a 1.
All right, let me update you to
Oh,
1.
show.
Number 1. And you roll. We're gonna roll initiative every round in this game, so you can do something interesting in this, where it's you can wait if you would like to. So you can switch initiative spots with somebody else if you'd like, including a monster. So it looks like we're gonna go down the list here. Baston, what would you like to do as these bats are swooping down this cauldron of bats around you?
So what I'm seeing on my sheet here,
Yes.
right? My weapons are a long spear and a throwing spear. Circe also gave you a bane.
Oh, thank you, Sursa.
Nice.
Now, hold on a second. Also, I have this ability called Seasoned Fighter. That requires a willpower point. And it says, if you activate this ability at the start of a round of combat, you can keep your initiative card instead of drawing a new one.
Yes. So that means you can always be number 1 if you'd like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna... So do I declare that now or at the start of the next one?
No, you can do it now if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm
Do
gonna
you
do
wanna
that
use
now
that
for
power?
the next one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm always gonna go first.
activate that power, meaning it's
So
how many
I
willpower
take
points
one.
does it use?
It takes 1.
1? Okay, perfect. So you will always be number 1.
That's awesome.
Okay. Now, is that for every round, or is that for the whole combat?
Whole combat, I believe.
Oh,
So you'll
interesting.
always
Dope.
be number
Okay.
1.
All
You
right.
I believe you never have to draw another card. I think. New game.
Cool.
I'm not quite sure, but let's go with it.
Sure, I'll stick with that. Now, all I have is a long spear and a throwing spear. I
Okay.
apparently am a pointy boy.
So what's cool about the spear? So with a weapon that is designated as long, you can hit somebody 2 squares away. So you don't have to be like right up against them. But in this case, these bats are flying around, so you can hit them anyway.
Okay, all right. Well, then, so I guess I want to... And then I get 1 action per turn?
Yeah, so you can move and do an action. So an action would
Okay,
be
well,
attacking something, using an ability, stuff like that.
Well, I don't really... I guess I'll get closer to my friends. And this one looks the closest, I think, to them.
Yeah, so basically, I wouldn't worry so much about where these bats are. They're just kind of swirling around you.
Gotcha.
I just threw them in there randomly.
Gotcha. Well, that's where I'm going. And I'm going to try to hit it with a long spear.
All right, why don't you give me an attack roll, and it should be your skill, which is, let's see, what do you got here?
Spears.
Spears.
It's interesting that all of the different weapons have all different bonuses and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm not good with knives or axes or brawling, but I'm great with spears, swords, and blunt weapons.
Yeah.
So I just need to roll under a 14.
A 14 or lower on a
my
d20.
Long spear.
And you succeed.
And I don't have any modifiers or anything, right?
No, there's no modifiers.
Now, on our sheet, though, it says damage bonus STR, damage bonus AGL, movement. What do those mean?
Sorry, which ones?
Right underneath our stats, there's a damage bonus, I assume, for strength, a damage bonus, I assume, for agility, and then a movement score.
Wait, let me look. Oh, so damage bonus, yeah. So you're going to roll a d6 in addition to your regular bonus. So agility is for range stuff. Strength is for melee. So if you're stabbing with a spear, you're going to get the spear damage plus a d6 because that is your strength modifier for damage bonus.
Oh, interesting. So I rolled 2d8 plus a d6.
Correct.
All right.
And your movement is how many meters you can move in a turn, and you can split that up as well. But just know that every square is 2 meters, so you can move 7 squares. You have 14.
Gotcha. Okay, so I moved a little bit, and then I just need to roll the d20, right? No modifiers, no nothing. It just
super
gives you the
easy.
flat
Just
number.
roll it. You can let me know if you'd
Super
like
easy.
to bless the roll or not.
Oh, I do. Oh, it doesn't matter.
So yeah, you strike out. You lash out at this cauldron of bats ahead of you or in front of you. Why don't you roll me your long spear? So it's 2d8 plus.
Oh no, I hit because we roll under.
Yeah, you hit. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get
so
used to used to the roll under. I know it's weird. So roll me 2d8.
All of us, yeah. The best thing about roll under is all of us shitty rollers. I think Matt said it earlier.
That's what Ducky was saying. He's like, hey, maybe we'll do great this time. So yeah, roll me 2d8 and then an additional d6. Okay, so 10 points total. So you thrust your spear up into this cauldron of bats for 10 points. But you do notice that there appears to be some kind of resistance from these bats.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is
on.
19. Okay.
I rolled a 1 on my d6 and a 7 and a 2 on my d8s. So on 2 of my 3 dice, I got a total of 3. That's
So
when rolling bad does not good.
No, would you like to move or anything like that?
I moved a little bit. I'll stay here, and can I just communicate to them that like they seem a little like hard to hit. Like when I hit it, there seemed to be some type of
Yeah, some kind of resistance that you can tell. One thing I forgot to mention as well. So in this game, well, I think I mentioned it earlier, but since we're in combat, I'll remind you, monsters always hit. So you have an opportunity in combat. You have an action. You can either attack something or you can try to dodge something. So if you decide to use your action to dodge something or parry something, you can only parry like with some hits hitting you with a blade, which I'll let you know if that happens. So if you wanted to dodge these bats, for instance, you cannot attack in the round because that uses up your roll, so your action. So it's kind of going to be a thing where you got to balance that.
So I'll just let them know that the bats are hard.
Okay, so you guys hear that. You guys notice as he stabs his spear up into the darkness. You think it should have been a great shot, but for some reason, the bats don't bleed as much as you anticipated. So, Makander, you are up next. What would you like to do?
I'm just gonna swing my axe at it.
Okay.
So I need to roll.
So just roll.
Under 14.
Yeah, under 14.
Ooh, Ooh,
Okay,
sweet.
you succeed. So why don't you roll me damage? Don't forget your bonus as well, your strength bonus.
So 2d8 and a d4. 8 and a d4.
Okay, you cut into these bats, but again, you notice that your blade doesn't quite do. You've been in a lot of battles. And it isn't quite as effective as you would have imagined. So, okay. What were you gonna say, Matt? Were you gonna ask something?
No, I was just like,
Interesting.
interesting, yeah.
Okay, one of these bats swoops down at Baston and attacks with. Let's find out. 2. Whirling horror. The bats whirl around you, Baston, in a frenzy. All characters within 10 meters must roll against will to resist fear. So everybody, give me a will check. So that means you got to roll a d20 under will. Let me know if you want to bless these or not.
So you have to pre-bless it.
Yes.
Okay.
Is each block 5 meters?
Each block is 2 meters.
Ooh.
So basically, you just divide your movement in half,
Oh.
and that's how many squares you can move.
So if I have a will of 19, I just have to roll below 19.
Yeah, correct.
Oh shit. Okay. And there's.
Okay, so you succeed.
There
Or
we go.
McAnder succeeds.
Wait, where is Will?
Matt succeeds.
I was like, dude.
Stone, I'm guessing.
Oh,
you
it's the top.
succeed.
It's the top, right under your name.
Oh,
One of the 6.
So Kursana 8. What is your willpower?
yeah, I'm trying to find this. Oh, 15.
Okay, you guys all succeed. These bats are not frightening whatsoever. Up next is. Let's see who's up next.
Now I don't. It did 2, but my armor rating is 2, so I don't take anything, right?
2 damage. You what? Wait. What happened for 2?
It should soak it.
I thought you hit me for 2.
No, I didn't hit you at all. I didn't hit
That was for the
anybody.
attack.
All these
You'd
bats,
pick
like,
up attack.
yeah, all these bats went in a frenzy around you, and then, so with monsters, they have separate attacks, and I roll what they do. And that's what it was.
Gotcha.
It was
You
a
just
few-
roll what they did, not what the damage that they did.
Correct,
Got
exactly.
it.
So,
Damage would have been our fear. if
yeah,
any of
the
us were
cauldron comes down yet again, and let us see what happens next. Yeah, it's kind of a cool thing where you can't roll the same thing twice apparently in a row.
That's cool.
Oh well, I can't do that. I gotta roll again. Yeah. Yeah, it's a really interesting system. Okay, who has the highest Constitution score?
11.
16.
Okay.
13.
17.
Best on. All this cauldron of bats just clusters together and zooms right toward you, swoops down, and then it's going to be 2d6 damage.
Damn.
So they bite down on you for 9 points, but again, don't forget to subtract. What's your armor?
Armor is 2.
Okay. So you take.
And- I
Yeah,
have
you
a
take
power
7.
called Protector,
Uh-huh.
which lets me basically jump in the way of any teammate within 2 meters of an enemy. So basically, I can take the attack for him.
Okay. So you want to activate that? Does it say it counts as your action or no?
Using this ability can be done out of turn and does not count as an action.
Perfect. Okay.
Sweet.
So you want to take that for him? So do you want to take the... So basically, I feel like you need to... Yeah, you're going to take the 9 points, but then... What's your armor?
6.
Okay, so you take 3 points of damage. So McAnder, he leaps right in front of this, kamikaze style, right in front of you, Baston, and the bats swarm him, and you take no damage.
Animal buddies.
Yeah.
Gotta stick together.
And it's kind of funny. The bats get to go one more time. All their initiative is like clustered together for some reason. Okay, 3 is, let's see here. Same thing, can't do it. There we go. Mass attack. So the cauldron splits up and attack all of you within 10 meters. Each victim suffers D8 slashing damage.
Brutal.
So I'll roll the 8. Let's see what we get. So 5. And don't forget, if you have armor, you subtract the armor value from 5. And that's how much you take.
Sweet.
Okay, so next up looks like it is Aeodon.
Okay.
Would you like to, don't forget, if you'd like to dodge to avoid attacks, that will take up your turn. Or you can do whatever you want.
But he's interesting because so when I look at this, it's 11 hit points. So 5 chews up like half of it.
Yeah.
Essentially. Okay, cool.
You have no armor? You have the 0?
I'm pretty sure no, because there's no
It's
no
in the
number.
bottom left, yeah.
Yeah, it's just blank.
Okay.
It's just a blank.
So one
thing.
thing you do
Dope.
notice, Aeodon, is that you're holding a torch, right?
Yeah.
They seem to be not super into that torch. Even though they came down and swooped down and attacked you as well, they took the darkest route, let's say. They do appear to not like fire very much.
Even though they fucked me up. Okay. Yeah. Well, I think it's time to channel my inner Andy and unleash fireball.
Oh shit!
I noticed
Okay. So how are you going to do this fireball?
Go hams in the chat.
Yeah. So I think that the way I understand it is it's 2 willpowers for like the 1d6 of
Per
damage.
spell level, correct.
Per
or
spell
whatever
level,
it is,
and then
spell
I can
power.
level it up to create other fireballs. I'm not totally sure like what is like tons of damage in this game. Like, so do I like if I chewed up like 6 points, that's 3d6.
So one thing I will let you know is that I would use your willpower points. I would just not be conservative with them because you guys can rest, right? If you do a 15-minute rest, you get like d6 back or something like that. So
let's just go crazy. Let's go. Let's do 8 of them. So that'll give me 4d6.
Oh shit, 46. Okay.
Let's let it rip. And it seems
rip.
like I don't roll anything, right?
No, you do.
roll the
So you
46?
got to roll. It should be your ability, which I believe is. Let me see.
Was it magic?
It
something?
is your intelligence. So you have to roll your magic schools down there, elementalism.
Yeah. Yep.
So you have to roll a 14 or less.
Gotcha. Okay.
And would you like to bless this at all?
I think I have to, because if I'm going to spend all those dice, because I'm assuming it'll get chewed up if I destroy it, if I blow it, right?
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, basically,
Yeah,
if you
so-
fail the roll, yeah.
Is it more? It's probably more dramatic if I do the D4, I guess, first. So like.
Yeah,
since
why don't
we'll
you
know.
roll a
Okay,
d4,
so
and that's
boom.
we'll subtract.
So I'll do
that.
the subtraction.
1, so you get to
Fuck.
subtract 1 from your roll.
Here we
That's
go.
it,
All right, buddy.
unfortunately.
Come on, Andy.
Okay,
go.
you did not need it
Boom.
whatsoever. All right, you launch out what 4 fireballs?
4 fireballs. 46.
Okay, up into the ceiling. So why don't you roll me
All
that
right,
fireball
come on,
damage?
buddy. Boom.
46,
There it is.
4, 5,
Ah!
6, 7, 8, 9.
Fuck. That's shit.
So
There should be rerolls on ones, baby. Oh.
you torch these bats, and they shriek and scatter and tear. Some of them just burn to the ground and flop on the ground, but they are still alive. And what's left of them anyway. So 14.
Okay. And I can move.
Huh?
I can move at this point.
You can also move. Yes.
All right. So I kind of scream about, hey, fire seems to be pretty productive. I'm gonna keep the torch, and I guess I'm gonna head towards this door
Okay.
because they're not gonna block me. Can I get through the door?
Yeah, so you notice this door is actually ajar, and let me see. As you get closer to it, it's a double door, slightly ajar, as it's been forced. Somebody's forced their way through this door.
Okay.
There's a silvery symbol stretching across both doors, and there's also 2 statues of knights in antiquated armor flanking the doors. So are you going to try to push your way through, or what?
I mean,
Or are you going to hang out and...
I think that I'm gonna try to interpret what's going on with the door because I think I'm the only one with fire right now. So
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't-
torch. Remember, so a torch would be
is this
considered fire
like
damage.
D&D where I could shoot through the door at the bats?
I'll say you could probably, I'll say you could kind of like hide So it's
Alright.
ajar, right? You can either
Yeah,
open
he's
it up
gonna
all the
be-
way, or you
He's
can.
gonna
Like,
be an old. He's gonna be an old. But you don't get that old by
Yeah.
being daring all the time. So he's gonna step through and see if that kills him. So he
you're just
does
gonna step through the door.
Yeah.
Okay, so you step through and you enter a larger room that has passages leading east and west, and also a room leading north where there is flickering torchlight. And
Okay, and I
that-
kind of scream at everybody to follow me. Maybe we close that door behind us.
All right, yeah, that's a free action. So you scream.
Cool.
Krisana, what would you like to do?
So I have a question.
Yeah.
When the bats attacked me, could I have dodged it as my action?
Yes.
Okay.
So
And
it's
then
like
I
it's a
wouldn't have an action.
reaction.
Okay.
So you've already got. I mean, if you would like to like retcon that and you want to use that as your action as a dodge, I'll let you do that since it's kind of a new system and everything.
Okay. And am I still able to move? Do I get a movement and a
Yeah, you
dodge?
can move in a dodge. Oh, wait. No, I think dodge takes up your movement, but you can move up to a certain distance either way, like when you hurl yourself out of the way, essentially. Let me check really quick here. Dodging. Yeah, it's a mobility roll. A success, you evade the attack and take no damage. Oh, okay. So whether you attempt to dodge succeeds or not, you always fall to the ground and cannot get up until your next turn. When you're successful, you can move up to 2 meters in any direction. So it's kind of like you're just leaping out of the way. So that's all of your movement.
Okay. All right, I'll do that because that hit would get me pretty low.
Okay, so why don't you roll me a mobility check? Do you want to bless it?
Sure.
What is your mobility?
It's 14.
Okay, so there's
But I have this thing called Hard to Catch. It says halflings are hard to catch. If you activate this ability when dodging an attack, getting a boon to the mobility roll. Can I just like?
yeah, so you can use that if
activate
you
it
want
whenever?
to. You can activate it. Yeah, it costs points.
Willpower point.
Yeah, you got to subtract your willpower points. You can activate that, and then you'll get a boon, which means like it's advantage. So you could roll 2d20.
Okay, maybe I'll just do that instead of blessing it.
All right, so go for it. So roll me 2d20. You activate your hard to catch ability, and ooh, okay, you succeed. So yeah, when those bats came down, you jumped out of the way. Again, though, you're on the ground, wherever you. So make sure to put your hit points back.
Yeah, and you said 2 meters, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
so it's 1 square.
Okay.
Honestly, I feel like with flying bats, like where you are isn't a
Yeah,
huge
doesn't
deal,
matter.
unless you're like outside of the room or something.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hurl myself towards the door.
Okay, yeah, because their movement is pretty damn high. So you hurl your stuff toward the door. All right, so we are back again at the initiative. So let me. Can we not roll again? Unless I end it? Foundry? Roll NPCs, roll. I'll just make this quick. I'll roll all. Oh, wait, it won't let me.
But I go first.
Oh, wait, there we go. Reset initiative. You go first, correct, Baston. So everybody else roll. And you roll, Baston, but I'll change your number to number 1.
Oh, we roll initiative every time.
Yeah, every time. It
That's
switches up. What's interesting is because monsters have multiple attacks, it kind of like puts them at different initiative points. And don't forget, you guys can always wait if you like. You can always hand off your initiative to somebody else if you want to strategize in some way. Okay, so Baston, what would you like to do as these bats are still swirling about?
So we're bailing out this door, right?
I mean, it
That's
sounds
the
like it.
goal?
Yeah, Aodan left. Krisana
I
seems
can
like she's going
I can
that
give
way.
mine to Makander. I think my initiative.
You want to swap?
Do I have to say that now? I do wanna
No,
swap,
I
but
mean,
I don't know what the proper way to do it in this game is. Like, do I need to wait until my turn, or just because that might change what melee does?
Yeah, it's on your turn. In the round, you can choose to wait. This means that you swap initiative. So yeah, it has to hit your turn first.
Yeah.
All right, well, then I'm going to. I can get 2 and through the door, but I can hit and move, right?
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, then I'm going to. Can I split my movement?
You can.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get to around some bats that are around here around Krasana, and I'm gonna try to hit them.
All right. So why don't you roll me a spear roll, I guess, right? And
10.
you succeed.
So, yeah. So then I roll 2
Roll
d8s and a d6.
Yep.
Jeez.
6.
6 out of a possible.
Okay.
What's that? 22.
It is enough. So you stab and swing your long spear up into this cauldron of bats and cut what remains of them to ribbons. And they flop to the floor in bloody heaps. So that is combat over.
Oh, well then, never mind. There we go.
Never mind.
Sweet.
There you go. So let's go.
I guess we
Alright.
just have to get used to like hit points being a little different. Or whatever.
Yeah, it's a little different for sure.
That's cool.
Yeah, because you have the damage soak. Let me make these.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, speaking of damage soak, I have a question.
Yeah.
So I have a small shield with a durability of 12. What does that do for me?
So you can parry with a shield. I believe it's you can parry like if a melee or a missile attack. So if somebody's throwing stuff at you and then or shooting stuff at you, I should say. Let me see what else. I think you can only parry with a shield. Let's see, parry both melee and ranged. Okay, both melee and ranged attacks can be parried, but the latter requires a shield. Parrying is a reaction. Yeah, so that's only again with monster attacks. But does your shield give you like a soak number?
No.
Okay. So it's just for parrying then. Okay.
Sweet.
All right. So yeah, Aodan, he passes through this door. What would you guys like to do? Or you guys want to take a quick break here?
Yeah, yeah. He has like a healing score that's pretty good. Is that a thing he can do?
Healing is something you do either to a fallen person to revive them,
Okay.
or during a stretch, which is like a short rest, and you can tend to somebody, and I believe they get 2d6 instead of 1d6 HP back. But you cannot rest, so you forfeit your ability to heal because you're tending their wounds.
But a rest would heal him?
Yeah, so you guys can do what's called a stretch in this game.
Or stretch.
And it's like a 15-minute, it's a short rest. And I believe you get back, I think it's 1d6.
Should we stretch and then stretch ourselves?
Yeah, so you get 1d6 HP back. And you also get 2d6 willpower points back. And heal a condition, but none of you suffered any of those.
Well, that's really good for me.
Sweet.
So that's kind of crucial for the magic users.
Correct.
Stretches. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So you guys take 15.
Yeah. So we
in
should
the,
just start
in the
rolling.
antechamber of the dead bats. And yeah, everybody roll me a d6. And that's
If
how
I
many
roll
HP.
3 of them, I can see what they are, like in the chat there. Or should I do one at a time?
You roll 3? What do you mean?
Can I do 3d6 and just I'll see them on the side there?
Why do you need to roll 3d6?
Well, because the willpower thing.
Oh, you're like using your healing spell or something?
Didn't you say I can regain willpower during the stretch?
Oh, yeah. It's 2d6. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Sorry.
So it's like one.
You're doing
one for the one thing
healing and
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and then if you click,
How do I see that?
if you click
gotta
on
click
the 2d6 roll or whatever it is, the 3d6.
Yeah, I see it.
It'll,
I see
it'll
it.
show
Cool.
you. Gotcha.
Perfect.
Okay, first combat has been completed. So do you guys want to take a quick break? Let's take a quick break. All right, everybody. We will be back in about 10 minutes with more Dragonbane. Stick around. Welcome back, everybody, to Dragonbane, this one shot of the Kickstarter starting adventure. So, where we left off, the players had disturbed Makander. He tumbled down this shaft onto the ground. His plate armor just clattering about, awaking this massive cauldron of bats that was sitting, perched on the ceiling above. They barely got away. Baston had the killing blow. They took a breather. They took a little bit of a rest, regained their strength, their willpower points, and their hit points, and appear to be stepping through these doors into the hallway, I guess. So what would you guys like to do? It looks like Aodan and Baston are already outside. Krisanna and Makander are still in the antechamber.
Yeah, I get up and step to the door.
Okay, I'll put you guys on the outside because actually, you know what? Let me just make this easier on everybody. There. I will just open the doors for you. Okay, so you guys make your way into this hallway. So what you see to your left and to your right, again, the floor is earthen, right? It's been trampled. It's not stone, and you see a corridor leading into darkness to the east, to the west. But above you, right here to the north, you see a small chamber, and it appears as if there are some, what are they, statues? Let's see what these are. So there's a small floor. There's a flickering light of a torch that is coming through this portcullis, which is right, let me close this, which is right here. And flanking the portcullis are two mummified guards. And it looks as if their chainmail is rusted and crumbling, but they are both holding long spears.
Oh. Aodan sees his long spears and has seen the wolf use them before and steps back. Can we pass through each other, or do we need to get out of the way for the fighters?
No, whatever you want to do. So as you guys, one other thing you guys notice too, as you step further into this hallway, you hear something. So it is dead silent in here, with the exception of something that sounds kind of distant, but a little bit too close for your liking. It's the chink and the rustling of plate, but it's in a very deliberate pace, as if someone is moving very slowly. And along with that sound, you hear the sound of iron on stone, as if something is being dragged. And it appears to be receding, and then it's gone. And you guys are again wreathed in silence.
And that was from north of us, not the hall.
It was kind of hard to tell where it came from. It was almost just, around. It's
okay.
Difficult to pinpoint exactly where it came from. So what would you guys like to do as you stand in this intersection?
I'm gonna go up to one of these mummified guards.
Okay. So like I said, you approach it and you see he's holding a spear, wearing crumbling rusted chainmail.
Can I check the durability of the spears?
Yeah, they look all right. They look usable from what you can tell.
I'm gonna take one.
Okay. So you take one, and the hands kind of crumble away to dust. So you have a spear. So this spear is, it's a two-handed weapon. Its damage is 2d8. This is the same exact style of weapon that Baston has.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah. And like I said, it has the long ability, which means you do not have to be in an adjacent to an enemy. You can be a square away.
Okay.
So it gives you some reach, which is pretty cool.
Can I go up and inspect the portcullis and see if it looks like something we could open?
Sure. So you inspect it. It appears as if it is rusted shut. But you do see something through the portcullis. You see another room lit by what appears to be 2 torches on the opposite wall. And there is a table, a wooden table in the center of the room. And at the back of that table is sitting what appears to be a woman. Mummified as well, very similar to these guards that you see flanking this portcullis. And it appears as if she's holding a sword.
Okay.
And there's also a door behind her. Right there. Oh yeah, I should probably zoom out so the stream can see. Sorry guys. Yeah, door back here.
And there's nothing in the room, really, other than
No,
this-
you see 2 torches on the back walls just flickering.
or in the room we're in currently.
Oh, in the room you're in. No, there's nothing whatsoever. Just like I said, a dirt, hard-packed floor. These 2 mummified guards flanking the portcullis. One of which is missing a spear that Makander took.
Rosanna, do you see a lock mechanism? Perhaps you could pick it.
It appears to be rusted shut.
Aye.
Yeah. So one thing I will tell you about in this game is that objects have damage. So this one to Krisana, it appears as if you cannot open this up with brute strength. You could possibly break it down, however, it would be very, very loud, obviously, if you were to do so.
If we look around, like we don't see any kind of a mechanism on our side.
No.
For the protocol.
And also, just so you know, Eodan, you have a spell called Pillar. I don't know if you read that spell.
Yeah, I saw it, yeah. Kind of like wall of stone.
So you think you could probably cast something like that underneath the portcullis and push it up if you chose to do so.
But then we'd see, then there'd be a pillar there.
Well,
like
I mean, you
block
could
it.
still squeeze around it, I imagine.
Oh.
Like what's the diameter of your pillar?
It says, here's what it says. It says 3 meters high, 1 meter wide. And
okay, it's only 1 meter. Oh, well, shit, you're right.
it would fill the door. That's what I was.
I'll say you could do that if you wanted to.
All right. Well, I think
yeah,
that's kind of cool, just for like the vibe of it. So, yeah. So maybe they've done this before. So he kind of reaches into like his little component sack and pulls out like a stone and maybe some sort of a green dust, and kind of tosses it like on the ground in front of there, and then makes a gesture and says a few arcane words in Swedish, and then all of a sudden this stone pillar rises up from the ground, like underneath where this portcullis is, and then I guess you just hear the rust like groaning.
Yeah, you're gonna hear. It's
and
gonna
it's
be
just
very
loud
audible
as
'cause
shit.
remember, it's dead quiet in here.
Yeah, and it says the pillar. Yeah, I'm hoping it raises it up. It's going to raise it 3 meters high. Which
So I need you to roll me a check to see if you successfully cast this pillar spell.
And this again is with the elementalism.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay,
Everything you roll for magic's going to be the elementalism. Yeah.
Great. All right. And I don't have any bless because I used it. So here we go. All right, we made it.
Okay.
Get a 14.
So tell me what happens when you cast this pillar spell underneath the portcullis.
Yeah. So you guys see like where the dust and little stone went down. All of a sudden, the whole ground just formed like a 1 meter kind of square pillar. Just starts slowly like grinding its way up, and you hear that dust. I'm assuming you would see like some red rust kind of coming off of the top where the holes are, where the portcullis goes up into it, and then it's just loud as shit. He's like so embarrassed because he draws attention, I guess, to the party all the time with fire and noise and shit.
Yeah. Okay. So this is extraordinarily loud.
Yeah.
Because of, again, the dead silence you guys have somewhat become accustomed to in the last moments after your fight. And yeah, this portcullis just judders up into the ceiling. Rust is falling down. Parts of it kind of crumble away. But it looks as if you guys can pass beneath it, or around this pillar and underneath the portcullis now. The woman doesn't move. Some of the energy from this pillar, though, flickers the torches that are lit in this room here. And as the rust settles and the dust settles, you hear that sound again. The clomping of heavy feet. The scraping of iron on stone. But it does not appear to be getting quieter. It appears to be getting louder.
So I guess I'm going to squeeze by the edge here.
Okay. So let me see if I can. Yeah, let me move.
Oh yeah,
this.
it's not letting me get.
Yeah, I'll move it. Go for it now. You can.
Okay, cool. And when I step through there, do I hear the noise on this side, like louder or less loud?
Yeah. So it appears as if it's coming down this way here, and so as you step into this room, you also see there's a portcullis here.
Okay.
Portcullis here, and like I said, there's a
And
door
the
right
door. Okay. So he's gonna kind of take cover, I guess, if that lady's not moving, and check her out and kind of have his eye looking down the hallway.
here. Okay, so you're gonna look down this way.
Towards them. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So you're looking down there. Like I said, you can see here that there's a bit of this torchlight streaking down this hallway, but it's ending in darkness. You don't see anything yet, so let's move around the table, the virtual table. Ducky, Makander, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna head inside the room, and
Okay.
I'm actually gonna use one of the lit torches to light my own torch.
Okay,
You can never have too much light.
sure. You do that. And remember, when you're using a torch, you cannot use a weapon.
Okay.
You have to just hit with a torch, basically, or drop the torch or something. Hopefully I read that rule right.
Can I parry with my shield and still have the torch out?
So you can parry something if I let you know it's available to be. So when it's if something is classified as a monster, which I will let you know, always let you know, you can only dodge. So when something allows you to parry, then yes, you can parry with your shield. Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, I'll say you can parry with your shield even if you have the torch. That's fine.
Awesome.
Because then it'd be like, you're hitting with your torch and you're blocking with your shield. Okay, so you walk in there, you do that. Baston, what would you like to do as Aodon and Makander make their way into this room?
Going to do the same thing, just make my way in. I don't have a shield, I don't.
No, because you have
I think
two-handed
I'm
weapons.
just
The
a
spear is
spear boy.
two-handed.
Yeah. I have a throwing spear, which is one-handed, but that is for
that's
throwing.
Cool. You could chuck it.
But I'm gonna take a position over on this side, but back,
Okay.
and just have my spear ready.
Jace, I'm reading this torch thing.
Yeah.
It's different.
Oh, it is different.
It is different.
What is it?
So it says
Correct me.
a torch is carried in one hand. It means that you cannot use two-handed weapons, or you cannot use a second one-handed weapon.
Oh, okay.
So like you have to choose. So I guess to me it seems like you could use a shield and a torch.
A second one-handed
torch.
weapon. Does that mean that?
So like you can two weapon wield, I guess, in this game.
Oh, see, there's no two-weapon wielding rules that I've seen in this. So I read that as
Yeah.
assuming like
And it says
you have
in
to
which
use
case,
it as a weapon because it says.
yeah.
However, the torch itself can be used as a weapon.
Yeah, it's page.
Yeah, it's page.
I googled it in your document.
Yeah.
Page. I don't know what the hell that is. 24 or something like that.
Okay, so I guess we can play it that way, where it's kind of the wording kind of
It does-
confusing.
And then and it says if you use it, it's a wooden club with a
Yeah.
D8 bludgeon.
D8.
If you hit someone with it, you immediately roll to see if the torch goes out. There's like a table.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, one mean the torch goes out. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so Baston, you moved up to this corridor area. We're all on the other side of this table. Kursana, what are you doing? Hello? Are you just moving?
Mute's in the chat.
Oh, Mute's in the chat.
Can I like check out this door?
Yeah. So you walk up to this door.
Okay.
And, oops, wrong button. So on this door is, it has the same symbol as the one you saw out front. On the doors in the antechamber.
Okay, and that symbol looks like...
It is... Where is it? That symbol looks like... The right ones? There is a... Oh, wait, sorry. There's a symbol on the door that is a stylized crown.
And do I hear anything?
Yes, you do. But it's not coming from behind that door. It's coming from this corridor right here, and it's getting very loud. It's getting louder and louder. And as this happens, as it's getting louder and louder, you see the torchlight catch armor as something or someone steps, just lumbering ahead very, very slowly. And he is dragging, it's this massive, just hulking figure of a knight with horns on its helmet, heavy plate. It is dragging a, what's it dragging? A morning star. So it is dragging this massive morning star off to the side, and you can see it scraping the stone wall. And you look up into its face, and it's very shadowed. But as the torchlight hits its visage, you see a skull, and you see empty eye sockets staring right at you.
Nay.
What'd you say?
Nay.
Nay. All right, this thing's getting very close. It's creeping along, but it's moving closer. What do you guys want to do?
So I have this part of my character that says I seek out combat to defeat the most formidable adversary I can find. Fleeing is cowardice.
Nice.
So does this thing appear? I want to say something. Bark at it.
Bark at it.
I'm just gonna say, who goes there?
All right, so you say this down the corridor. There is no response. It just keeps lumbering toward you.
All right, well, then I'm gonna hit it.
Well, there's a portcullis right here.
Okay, well, I'm gonna poke through the portcullis and hit it.
Oh, you're gonna try to poke it? Okay.
It's a portcullis, right? Like there's openings.
Yeah, I'll say you can do that. All right, well, let me put everybody into combat. 'Cause it sounds like that's what you guys are ready to do. I got everybody in there? Yes. Gotta change the tunes though. What's another one? Yeah, how about that one? That sounds good. Okay, so let me... Everybody, roll initiative, please. Okay, so the first one who gets to go is this gentleman, this giant hulking armored man dragging this morning star. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to move everybody. So he lumbers forward, and let's see what he does. Okay. There's only one person to hit. Okay, almost seemingly an answer to you now, Baston. His jaw opens up. And his decayed skull twists and lets out an inhumanly horrific scream. And it just cuts right through you. Everyone within 10 meters must roll against will to resist fear. So 10 meters.
Oh, shit.
That's everybody, right? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, Makander's out of range. So Baston, Eodan, and Krisana, roll me will.
Oh. This is weird. Because my will is a 19 and I rolled a 19.
You succeeded. It's that or lower.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh,
Okay,
cow.
so who succeeded and who failed?
Succeeded.
Eodan succeeded.
Everybody did?
Yeah, we're fearless.
Oh, okay. All right. So you guys hold your ground. Okay, he's got 2. Oh shit, I need to make 2 of him because he's got 2 attacks. So let me add him to the initiative order and then roll. Oh shit. Sorry. So one of these guys is 3. Okay. All right. Wow, his turn doesn't go till almost, dead last now. So up next is Baston. What would you like to do as this knight walks toward you?
I want to hit him.
All right. Give me an attack roll. 9, you attack. You hit. Roll me some damage.
Come on, do something. That's better. I'll take that.
Okay, so again, you thrust your spear through the portcullis, and you catch him in the armor, but it appears as if his armor is very absorbative. Is that a word? And you see some sparks fly. So that means... Okay. Do you want to do anything else?
So
So if you do move back, I believe they get basically an attack of opportunity. Go ahead.
Well, that will determine if I move backward.
I think that's the way it works.
Is the mace bigger than
Oh,
the
you
portcullis?
have to roll. I believe you have to roll them. Yeah, that's right. So if you want to move back, you have to roll a mobility check. If you succeed in the mobility check, you're clear. If you fail, you get a hit.
Okay. With the portcullis up, I'll roll mobility. But can I hit from this square here? Is that 1, 2?
Yeah, you can. Of course you can.
From like here to here?
So roll me a
Okay, well, then I'll
mobility
roll-
if you want to back up, and
I'll
we'll
roll
see
mobility. My mobility.
Oh.
Oh. No.
Fuck.
Okay, so let's see what this guy does next. Okay, dang, okay, so he raises his other hand and he points right at you, Baston, as you start to back away. And you are hurled through the air. What is this? Okay, 2d4 meters, so 4 meters away, so that's only 2 squares.
I'm here. I didn't get to move that.
Oh, same amount of bludgeoning damage, so only 4 damage to you, and then whatever your armor soak is.
Okay, and then how far am I hurled back?
4 meters, so
So I'm like,
Yeah, like on
so
the
he,
table. Yeah.
On the mummy.
So he reaches through the portcullis and
No,
just,
he
like,
just points
throws
at you.
me?
He points at you, and you
Oh,
just
fuck.
whoosh. He like force pushes you or something, I guess.
Okay. All right. Okay.
All right. So up next is going to be Aeodon.
Yeah, so I see my friend get launched onto this mummy, and the pillar seemed like a good idea to lift a portcullis, but it seems like it might be a good idea on the other side of the portcullis. It tells me the range is 10 meters. I'm assuming I could do it like right underneath this dude that just shoved
Sure.
the wolf. Cool. Okay. So same kind of thing. Throw some of the dust, roll the rock over there, gesture, speak a little Swedish, and then I'm gonna send up straight up 1 meter high, and I'm hoping, it squishes this guy and also just creates a wall. So
Okay.
because it looks like, am I seeing this right? It looks like there might be more skeletal goodness behind him.
Well, so I just made 2 of him. There's only 1
No,
of him,
okay.
just because
Okay.
he's got multiple attacks. Yeah. And that's the way I have to do in Foundry. Yeah.
Fun guy. Okay, so but I have to basically do an elementalism roll.
Correct. So you're trying to make
Okay.
another pillar to squash this guy.
And
What's the
this-
damage anyway? Does it say?
Yeah, it does say. So what it says, hopefully he's human size. So it says,
Yeah.
if it's someone standing on the spot, the victim makes a mobility roll. It's not an action. And they avoid falling off the pillar. If the pillar is created under a low ceiling, which I'm hoping this is, and the mobility roll fails, he takes D10 bludgeoning. And then for each additional power level, the height of the pillar increases by 3 meters. But I'm guessing I don't need more than 3.
No. Yeah.
Cool.
You'll hit the. I'm curious.
And
Though,
he'll
like,
fall off, but like he's between the portcullis, so hopefully he'll fall off on the other side of the stone. Where he can't get.
yeah,
to
I
it.
don't know that he rolls a skill. Monsters can have skills, but they are mainly used outside. Let's see.
Does he have a
Skill level
mobility
and
roll?
mobility. I do not see mobility. So I'm just gonna assume he can't roll.
He's a skelly boy. Okay.
Yeah.
But and I'm gonna use L2. Thank you very much. His bless. So hopefully I'll roll a D4.
Oh,
here.
you got another one?
Yeah, he sent one in the chat here.
Oh, sorry, L2. I didn't
To the
notice that.
Archmaster,
Thank you,
baby.
Thank you.
And,
All right,
someone-
so we'll assume this guy, he's so slow and he just can't do it. I
Dope.
guess.
All right, let's go Canada. There's a 2.
So you're gonna
so
subtract
minus
2 from your roll.
All right. Low, go low, go low, go low. Did it roll?
I don't see a 20.
Okay.
D20.
Let's try again.
Yeah,
There we go.
There you go.
There it is.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, you definitely
Boom.
succeed. So tell me what happens when this pillar erupts from the ground.
Yeah, so this time, like, it doesn't make all the noise and lift the portcullis because it's on the other side
Correct.
of it. And all of a sudden, this skeleton, he's got, like, all the armor on, and you see the same stone come up through that earthen floor and just kind of explode up. And I'm going to say it kind of looks like those stones that were up above the ground when we came into the tomb.
Okay.
And then it just kind of, I guess, like Raiders of the Lost Ark style, just kind of boom, like, gives him like a little panini up there
And
on
what's
the roof.
what's the damage?
And the damage is a D10 bludgeoning
Oh,
damage.
okay.
And then, yeah, there we go. Boom. Come on, high. There we go.
Okay, so yeah, this thing
Takes none.
rises him up and he gets crunched under this pillar and then falls out behind it on the other side.
And then I'm hoping the pillar is going to block him from attacking us further.
Yeah, it's still there. What's the duration? Does it say it lasts for a certain amount of time?
It says duration shift. I don't know what that means.
A shift is like a 15-minute, or a shift? No, shit, that's 6 hours.
Yeah. Cool. So we have an open
I
door
forgot, a
pillar style.
stretch. Yeah, stretch is 15.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have
And
a
I guess
pillar.
we'll just have to listen. We'll have to listen for him if the halls are connected.
Yeah. Do you guys want to move or anything? Or, I mean, do you, Aeodon, want to move, or are you good where you are?
I mean, I'm hoping that Baston will check out if he can use this badass mummy sword.
Okay. All right, so up next then is Prasanna. Oh, wait. Makander, you haven't gone yet, right?
No, not
Yeah,
yet.
sorry, it's your turn.
So since over there is kind of shut tight, I'm gonna check through over here to our left. Do I see anyone coming or?
You don't see anybody coming, but again, there's a portcullis right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess we're kind of.
Yeah, I know, it's kind of hard to see. So you guys are
boxed
kind
in
of
and
boxed
safe.
in, yeah, with portcullis.
Well, I suggest while he's preoccupied, we maybe get moving.
Okay. So are you going to just do anything, or do you want to just gonna skip your turn and move to the door? Or
I'll move to the door and hold my action.
okay. All right, Krisana, what would you like to do?
I think I'm going to try the door.
Okay. You try the door. And wait a minute. Try the door. Keep opening the wrong damn one. And when you do, it does open. And then all of a sudden,
Uh-oh.
the mummified woman from the table,
Oh, no.
she stands up. And
She's under Ryan.
just this spectral light just engulfs her completely. And you can see her face now, and she looks very distraught, very troubled, very sad for some reason.
Mhm.
And she starts speaking to you in an ancient tongue you cannot understand.
Old Norse.
However, why don't you roll me a learning roll if you would like to understand it to a degree, perhaps.
Okay. Where's my learning? Oh.
Is this a thing that can be helped?
Yeah, exactly. You can help.
Okay.
Yeah, you can
I
help.
would,
and
I would like to
that'll
help
give
her. I have a-
that'll
I have a
give
pretty
her a
high
boom.
help. Yeah, cool.
So, a double roll. I will also bless it.
Oh wow, you're doing a bless and a help.
Yeah,
Who really wants to know?
Okay.
Knowledge
Ooh.
is power.
it is. Also,
You
oh,
you
okay.
definitely succeed. So let me update that really quick. Oops. Okay. So you catch just words here and there, right? You can't put together the sentences entirely, but you hear dragon, you hear the word empire, and then
Okay.
something about the emperor's gift.
Huh. Okay.
But as she says this, and as you hurl the door open, she raises her sword up.
Mhm.
And as this is happening, this knight, who you believed to have been blocked by the pillar,
Oh god.
walks straight through it as if it does not exist whatsoever.
Oh, shit.
And you can see him plainly now.
Oh.
Big horn helmet. You see these empty eye sockets of a skull, where his visor should be. And he's raising his morning star up to attack. So I gotta add somebody else to the combat now.
Oh my god.
The lady. Okay.
Oh.
So I think that's a new round anyway. So we shall let us reset everything, and why doesn't everybody roll me initiative now? Oh, how many? Hang on, I gotta see how many she gets. She gets 2. Okay.
So, is opening the door my full action?
Yeah, I would say opening it. And what did you want to do? Let me know what you want to do.
I will. If this shit starts going down, I will walk through that door.
Okay, I think everybody rolled. Yeah, I'll say you can pass through the door for sure.
The lady
It's like I
rolled a
think it's like
1.
half your movement or something if you decide to like open a door and go through it. So you have plenty of. I think you have a ton of movement, don't you? Or no, because you got little legs.
12? Is that a lot?
You can move 6 spaces.
Okay. I'll move over here.
Okay, so you get into that room, and it looks like, the lady gets to go first. So like I said, she's covered in this just spectral light, and her face has just turned into this grimace as she looks at you guys. All right, and she lashes out at, let's see, who's closest? I guess Baston. All right, let's see what she does.
All right.
Let's see what she does here. Okay, D6. And remember, you can choose to dodge as well if you'd like to. So that only happens right before damage is rolled. So let's see, the lady. So the ghost rams its translucent hand into the chest of an unfortunate player. So that is you, Baston. And you feel just this chilling embrace around your heart.
Oh.
And it's going to be D12 damage. And you become exhausted, which is a condition. And armor does not count, so you will take the full damage. So if you want to try to dodge that attack, you may, but that's going to take up your turn this round.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Okay. So roll me a mobility roll. Are you going to bless it or anything?
Yeah, hell yeah, I'm gonna bless it.
Okay.
Okay. Come on, baby. Oh.
So 15 or lower? Nope.
No, I got a 12.
Okay.
Shit.
Okay, so again, you feel that chilly embrace around your heart, and you suffer D12. Oh, I don't get to roll a D12 that often. Ooh, 10 points.
Fuck you.
Fuck. Oh my god.
And she starts to move. Remember, there's not two of her, okay? So
Yeah.
I'll move them together. She starts to move around the table, actually, after that. And what is her movement? Oh, wait. 12? She can move pretty far, I guess. So 6. Let's choose here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so she's going to move up beside Aodon next. All right, Makander, you are up.
Right. So after seeing that, he's kind of pissed that his animal companion just got hurt. So he's just gonna kind of waddle up as he raises his battle axe.
At her, the woman, the ghost, the spectral lady.
Yeah.
Okay. So why don't you roll me an attack? Are you just attacking with your axe?
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm gonna bless it.
Okay, bless it. And, oh, don't forget, you got to suffer the condition. Did you make sure that you note that? I think it was exhausted. Baston. Okay, you're blessing it. 2.
So
it's going to be minus 2.
Sweet.
I got to take off your... You guys are all at 0 now, I think, right? Now it's time to use my banes.
2d8 and a d4.
Did you hit?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Well.
So 12 points of damage.
Yes.
Okay, so you cut through her spectral body. You see some mummy dust spray up in your face. But again, it doesn't seem to dig as deep or do as much damage as you thought that you've seen this axe blade cut through before. But she was wounded for sure. Do you want to move or do anything else? And remember, if you move away from her, you will have to roll a mobility check or she'll get a free attack.
I will stay put.
Okay. I hope that's right. Maybe I should confirm that. I feel like I read it somewhere. Let me just double check so I'm not screwing you guys over in case I... Free attack. Okay, yeah. If you are standing within 2 meters of an enemy and move away, yeah, robility. It does not count as an action if it fails. Yep. Cool. Free attack. All right, I'm right. Okay, so you're staying put. Up next is this Death Knight. And he lumbers forward. And as he's coming at you, Bastan, he takes a hard right. He appears to be interested in something in this chamber where Kursana went into.
Helpful.
And he steps inside right next to you, Kursana. And do you want to dodge this roll? Because he's going to hit you. Let's see what he does actually first.
Yeah.
Let's see what this guy does. Okay, so you can actually parry this. If you have a weapon that can parry, you can parry this or dodge it actually. So he brings up his Morning Star and he sweeps it around in a wide arc, and it's just like casting. It's causing sparks to shoot off this massive sarcophagus that's in the center of the room. But it comes around and comes right at you. What would you like to do? Do you want to dodge it? Do you want to parry it? Do you want to
What does parry use? Strength?
So parry is, let me find it. Weapon or shield. You must declare that you're going to parry. Cannot parry. What kind of weapon do you have?
Knives.
Knives. So you're parrying as a reaction, and it breaks the initiative order, replaces your regular action. Yeah, blah blah. So if your parry succeeds, which is a what is your parry roll? Is it just your agility? Oh, your skill level for that weapon. So you're going to be parrying with your knives. So it'd be a knives check. And if you parry, you suffer no damage. But if the damage that I roll exceeds the weapon's durability, anytime you use that weapon, it's going to suffer a bane. So it is like it's damaged essentially.
Okay, I think I will just stick to what I'm good at and try to dodge it.
Okay. Because if you do roll what's called a dragon, which is a 1, you get like a counter attack. Or it's an actually it's an automatic hit with your weapon that cannot
like
be
crit.
dodged or parried. If you want to risk it, you'd have to roll a 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm gonna do the hard to catch.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use 3 willpower, and I'm going to gain advantage on dodging next.
All right. So 8, I'm guessing that works for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you, how do you leap out of the way or duck or what? I guess you do have to leap out of the way. Which direction do you want to go?
Only 2, so well, I guess away from him.
Okay, yeah, and this room is just the cover of the sarcophagus has been pushed aside and it's crumbled down around you, so you kind of like fall into this debris.
As I'm like looking around, do I notice anything interesting about this room?
Yeah, I can describe what you see. So, like I said, there's this burial chamber. There's a massive sarcophagus in the center, made of stone. But the floor, ceiling, and walls here are also made of stone, which is very different than what we've seen so far. Everything else has been this stone floors. And you see, like I said, the lid of the sarcophagus is shattered in piles everywhere. And inside, you see a gilded crown sitting there.
Okay.
And you also
Queen of
see, sorry, I
Dragons.
forgot to mention, on the back wall, there was a painting of a dragon being ridden by a knight.
Is the knight wearing a crown?
Sure.
Okay. All right, next.
Okay, next up is, the Death Knight again. So as you're perusing this room, as you're like dusting yourself off, he steps forward again and lashes out at you with his, well, we'll see what he does. What does he do as a 3? Okay, he does the same thing that he did earlier. So he raises his hand, his gauntleted hand, and gestures towards you. And you're hurled into the air. You slam up against the wall. I guess if you want to, let me roll 2d4. So 4 meters. So if you want to like move, out here or something, you can.
Okay.
And you suffer 4 points of damage.
Okay.
That's it. And now, actually, it's your turn. Actually, you and Aeodon are tied, so if you want Aeodon to go first, it's up to you guys.
I dodged. So.
Oh, that's right. You can't do anything.
Turn, right?
You're right. Correct. So, Aeodon, you are up.
So, what I'm hoping to do, because the lady in the initiative means that she'll will go again right after me.
Correct.
So I'd like to swap my initiative with Baston so he has a chance to get out of here.
Okay. All right. So.
Like I kind of like whatever I need to do, like.
Yours is gonna.
Narratively, I kind of like push him or whatever. Like I can see that he's like fucked up.
Yours
is
gonna
this
be
a new
18.
round?
We're not at the new round yet. We're like at the end.
So I dodged on my round and missed. Do I not? I don't get to do anything.
Because you're like at 18 right now.
Yeah, you're an 18.
So like if I
that
swap
wasn't
with you,
you dodged, but it wasn't your turn. Remember that was like. I think that was against his
turn
action,
ago.
right? It was a reaction.
Like before I shut the guy.
Okay.
Wait.
All right.
I don't remember. Let's just we'll oops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's just say you guys swap. Let's do that. So, who did I accidentally roll again?
Because
Aeodon's an 18.
I like that idea.
And then so Baston, you're up. That's going to be. I think you're an 8. I forget what happened.
Okay.
So, what would you like to do?
Well, I need to get away from the things that are trying to hit me, but she's right here.
You're technically right next to her, so you're gonna have to roll a mobility to get away, or you can attack.
She kind of disengaged with him, right? Like went all the way around the table.
What does exhausted do to me?
So what it does is, let me look at your character sheet really quick. Exhausted is under agility. So that means anytime you roll an agility roll, or any skill associated with agility, you get a bane on it. So that would be marksmanship, knives, mobility. Yeah, so you'll have a bane.
So I'm exhausted.
Not spears though. That's good.
And it was, but it's mobility, which is what I need to move away from her.
Correct.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, so I'm pretty.
Could he have attacked her when she disengaged from him? She left, like she went around the table.
Well,
like, is that a thing in reverse? Because she ripped his heart out.
Yeah.
And then she walked away.
Yeah, let's just say, yeah, why not?
Bitches.
It doesn't say, I don't see it anywhere, but let's say, yeah, that makes sense. So why don't you get a free attack on her?
Oh, I just get a free roll? Why not?
Free roll. This doesn't count toward your turn. Okay, that is a dragon, and unfortunately, or a demon. Sorry, that is a demon. And you cannot push that roll, unfortunately. So you fail. There's no
classic.
There's no like critical fail in this that in the quick start rules.
Oh my god.
Okay, so what do you want to do? Do you want to attack her again and then move away, or?
I mean, sure. Why not?
I'll give you. You know what? I should give you, because you're on the table. Let's roll that. Let's roll that again. Let's roll the. When you try to, let's say you get a boon because you have higher ground to get away and attack. Let's just say that. So meaning it's going to cancel it out.
Okay.
So you will get a boon on your attack, I guess, right? Because you only have a bane on your mobility, right?
Right.
Right. So why don't you roll again for that attack? You're trying to attack. Let's see what happens. 16. Will that do it? No. No. No.
Damn
All right.
It's the hex of 5e.
The best I roll the 19, 20, 15, 16.
But I will give you a boon if you want to try to get away from her, which means that you will not get a bane. You will just have to roll 1d20. Oh!
Oh, crit! Oh, there we
Okay,
go!
you crit succeeded in that.
The gods have smiled.
So there is a definite bonus to something like this. So you can either do it in an amazing way. You can choose something extra that Baston might have done related to that, like move even farther away.
Yeah, I kill everything real quick, and then I'm gonna run away. That's how that works, right?
Yeah, you just kill everybody.
Cool. All right.
We win. That's it. It's over.
That's it. Game over, guys. I'm just I mean, I just whiffed on this lady like twice. But then I'm just gonna like so this dude's in here with Grisana.
Yes.
Did it seem like he was going towards her? Like, but he went this way.
So he hit her. Remember, he pointed at her, and then she like
Yeah.
slammed against the wall and fell
That's
over
right. That's
here.
right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Fuck, well, I need a fuck. I can't. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna move over to here for now.
Okay, so why don't you roll me mobility with a boon, but it's just a single roll because you have
Already did. I did the one.
Oh, you did. Shit, you're right. Sorry. Duh.
Yeah.
All right, you move
All right,
away
and
in
that's
the
pretty much
corner,
all I'm doing.
unscathed.
Yeah.
So the lady is up next, and she is upset at Makander for cutting her down almost with this axe. So she lashes out at you, and you've already gone, so you cannot dodge this. So what does she do? Okay, so she lunges at you with her. I guess she like just punches you, and you take 2d6 bludgeoning damage, and you're hurled d6 meters backward, and you land prone.
Oh my god!
So
she is badass.
She's pretty badass. You woke her up. Actually, Krisana woke her up. So that's your damage, and you can again use your armor to soak it.
So, since I have 6 armor rating, that just completely cancels it out.
Yeah.
Well, I'll take it.
So you land also how many meters? 1 meter away, and you land prone.
Oh shit!
So you are prone. You're on your. You got knocked on your ass.
I'm gonna come out of this room and everyone's gonna be dead, and I'm gonna be like, oops.
All right. Up next is Aodan. You were last but not least. What would the great wizard, the archmaster, like to do?
So he was seeing like all this dust coming off of her fist as she kung fu'd my guy Makander, or my duck Makander, into the wall. And so he says a few words and makes some gestures, and he tries to summon a great gust of wind.
Oh.
And he's hoping that this wind will hurl her human-sized D3 meters away from me.
Okay.
And also do that much damage bludgeoning. And what I'm hoping is that gate's open, so maybe she'll even go through the gate. But I'm not sure.
Yeah, this gate is open. Is that where you're trying to direct her?
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the only direction I can go.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
So you got to roll your check.
Yeah, I think I burned all my blesses.
I'm surprised you're not like just toasting these people with fire.
Well, I don't. It's a range thing, and I didn't want to be cheesy and like light myself on fire because I fear fire. But this will let me kind of get moving as well. Okay, so I have to roll below 14 or below. Here we go.
You can do it. 14 or below. How do you guys feel about rolling under? Is it weird?
Oh, I hate it right now.
Oh, you hate it right now. Do you want to push that roll and suffer a condition of some kind?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so push the roll.
Yeah.
Now tell me what. Go ahead and roll again first.
Yeah. So I guess like it kind of like the dust kind of gets in my eye from her as the whirlwind starts whipping up.
Yeah.
And then I kind of channel. Does it use up some willpower too? Some extra willpower to push?
No.
It's just a bit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then it just takes a little bit longer. Hopefully. Here we go.
Okay. Let's see what happens. There we go.
Buddy. Okay.
All right. So cast a spell. Roll me a D3.
Yeah. So is that just a D6?
You can /R D3. I think that'll do it. Let's see.
D3.
Yeah. Or you can roll a D6 and divide by 2.
Go. Oh, it says /RD3 is not valid.
It's /R space D3.
Oh, okay, gotcha. R space D3. Boom.
Okay. So 3
buddy.
meters. So I'll say yeah.
And 3 points of damage.
Oh, and 3 points of damage. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay, 3 damage.
And the healing is not anything that's helpful right now? Like during combat, it's like an after combat kind of thing?
Correct. Or if somebody's down, like kind of a death roll, you have these death rolls in this game. You can do that to help them out.
All right.
We'll talk about that. But yeah, it's not, you can't just heal
So where did she end up at?
So she actually flew through this door and ended up over here. So you just blow her back, and then this, ethereal mist in her wake as she like falls to the ground on the other side into the shadows.
Awesome. And then I guess I'm just gonna, I don't move very far actually. I looked at my movement is like only 4 spaces because it's an 8.
Okay. So
I'm gonna move over here in case like a death throw thing, in case she has some sort of crazy room filling thing. And then I've got my eye, I guess, on this Death Knight, don't I?
Okay.
A little bit. So I guess I'll use my 4th movement square and I'll go right there.
All right. So you are near your friendly pillar. All right. So we are going to roll initiative again, everybody. We are at a new round.
How do I put the condition on the sheet here?
You're going to have to just make note of it. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Tell me the story behind that. So it doesn't have to be on the ability you rolled. It can be on, as long as it narratively makes sense, you can put it on any ability score.
Oh, well, I mean, let's see here.
So you could say,
why don't we just say, like,
you could say, like, for example, like, I was frightened by the, or, let's see, what's intelligence? Let's say, seeing, my friend wounded, I got so angry I lashed out, and so you could mark an angry one. Or you could say,
okay,
the ghost, its presence dazed me, and so I marked dazed. So again, it doesn't have to match.
But I don't see those on here.
They're right below your strength constant at the very top.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah,
so that must have affected, I would guess, willpower.
It's up to you.
Right?
If it fits in a narrative, it can be whatever you want.
Yeah, because I think like it wasn't about thinking. Oh, I see what you're saying. The angry is the intelligence. Okay, let's do that, and then that'll hurt elementalism. But
No. That's what I'm saying. Like you can strategically choose
to
not.
Okay, yeah. So strategic, I should do willpower then, because I'm loaded with willpower.
If you want to, but remember, you get a bane. You probably never use strength, right?
I know. Oh,
so you might. You see what I'm saying?
I got you.
So you kind of want to.
I got you.
Play the game that way. You want to like put it first on things, as long as again as you can convince me like you got dazed because of it.
Yeah. Well, so what's funny is Christmas says dirty.
What?
It says dirty underneath it, doesn't it? Am I reading that right?
I see dazed under strength. I see
so I'm coded in mummy dust.
Sickly under constitution, exhausted under agility, angry under intelligence, scared.
What I'm saying is, can I be coded in mummy dust for dirty on my charisma?
Oh, yeah, why not? You're dirty.
There we go.
Take it.
There we go.
Take dirty.
Down dirty. All right.
All right, so who do we got first? Baston, I will let you go first.
Well, I am gonna die. I have a throwing spear.
You do.
Yay!
You can hurl that throwing spear right over that table.
I can. It's So, how far away do I have to be from someone to be able to move away and not get mobility? Is it 1 square away or is it 2 squares away?
You have to be adjacent. So.
Okay, but so if I'm here,
yep,
I could hit her with a long weapon, right?
Correct.
Well, then fuck it. I'm just gonna go.
Yeah, you do not suffer. Yep.
I'm just gonna go for that then. I'm just gonna try to hit her there.
Oh, actually, shit. I forgot. She's blown. Sorry, she's blown back in here. I had to. Yeah, so she got blown through the portcullis. I forgot.
But he could hit her from here.
Yeah, you could move here.
Well, then yeah, I'm gonna hit her from there.
Does your wind spell throw them on the ground? Does it say?
It doesn't say that. It just, what it says is, summons a great gust. If you're untethered creature, human size, push D3 meters, power from you power level, and they suffer the same amount of bludgeoning damage. So she took 3 damage.
So she just got pushed back. Okay.
Yeah,
so
it does not say condition.
You can hit her from there for sure.
Okay, well then I'm gonna try to hit her.
Go for it.
If she was prone, she'd be protected.
Oh no! Do you want to
God
push?
damn it.
Do you want to push
God
the
damn it.
roll?
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah! Push that roll.
I'm just killing them. Such good rolls, though.
I know. Now you guys are rolling like crazy good.
And then I
Ducky
have to
cursed
pick a
you.
condition.
Yeah, but we can do that right after. So yeah, you have to choose
Okay,
a
well, I'm
condition.
angry
You're
You should
angry.
get dirty.
Take
Get
it.
dirty.
because I keep missing this
Get
fucking
dirty.
bitch.
All right, go
but
you
yeah,
dirty
I'm
boy,
gonna-
with your spear. There you go.
There we go.
All right, roll me
Jeez,
some damage.
Pete.
Oh my gosh.
11.
Okay.
11. That's something, I guess.
Okay.
And she dies?
No, she does not die. So yeah, you lash out and you tear away some spectral ribbons off her armor and clothing, but she still stands. Do you want to move or do anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna move the fuck away from her.
Okay.
I'm gonna go
Get
back
in the
behind
corner.
this old
Yeah.
geezer.
I like how the old wizard is like the
Woo.
tank right now. Okay, who's up next? Oh, the Death Knight. So he circles around the sarcophagus to Krisanna and lashes out. Let's see what he does. Okay, in frosty silence and with creaking joints, the Death Knight swings its weapon right at you, Krisanna. Oh shit. So the damage is twice the normal damage, 46, and the victim is knocked down. You can parry it though if you want to, or you can dodge it.
Dodging.
All right, dodge it. Give me a mobility check.
Kristen.
I'm also going to use 3 more of those points.
Points.
The,
I'm gonna use a Sursa L2 Bane on you on this guy.
Oh.
3. So you'll need to add 3 to your roll. I always forget about those. I can't.
Okay,
scroll
okay.
those.
That almost screwed me,
Did you do it?
but it didn't.
You made it by a point, right?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, my Bane was no good. You succeed. You just leap out of the way. Where do you want to go? Just kind of off to the side right there?
Yeah, I can only go 2 meters. So.
Okay. So the Death Knight's turn is over. Aeodon, you are up.
All right, and I can see that crusty old biatch.
Yeah, you can see her.
All right, it's fireball time.
Oh, here we
Wow.
go. Here we go.
And since I think for our sake, so I have like 10 of these points left, I think. Yeah, I've got 10 points left. I probably need 2. If we're gonna live through this, we're gonna need 2 more. So I'll use 6 of them. So that'll be like 3d6 if it works.
Okay.
Is that right? And here we go. Please. Boom.
Okay, you
Thank-
succeed.
Thank God. Thank God. Okay. And yeah, 3d6 of fire.
Nice.
Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy.
Oh!
There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
You hurled
16.
these I guess 3 fireballs across this room, and everybody feels the blazing heat, especially McCander right over there. And they burst through her spectral form, and she just explodes in this blue light
Yeah.
completely.
All right. Cool. I guess I'm gonna move here, and I can't see her, can I? So that's 2. Now I see her, and the Death Knight he's on the other side.
Yeah,
of the
you
sarcophagus.
see this again on the
But-
other side of the sarcophagus. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he can walk through stone, though, right? So
yeah, he can.
so.
yeah.
I let him see me, and then I continue this way. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. If that makes sense. So he comes out the door and hopefully goes to the right and not to the left.
Okay. Okay.
And I think that's.
Do you want to?
everything I
Do you
can
want to
do.
try to like roll something to, let's say, taunt him or persuade him
Get
to
dirty?
Yeah. Do you want to?
I
guess you have a dirty- you have a dirty
Bane
Bane now.
McCander, so I'm gonna get dirty on him. Yeah, let's do it because persuasion it's charisma. So
Yeah.
it'll
Let's
hurt
just
me.
say you're
That's
you're
funny.
trying to lure him away. So why don't
That's
you?
great. So it's a 12
And you
normally.
cannot-
So I have to roll 2 dice and take the higher.
You can. I believe you can push this roll, but even the pushed roll will be Bane.
I think this is funny. Yeah. So
Okay.
okay. So I basically roll 2d20, take the higher.
Take the lowest, because you're.
No,
you
the
ha-
higher's worse, right?
Oh, I meant
The
the.
base.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, you
Yeah,
take
yeah.
the higher.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay, here we go. And I tell him I fart in his general direction. Oh, there we
16?
go. 16.
Does it do
yeah,
it?
so it fails. It
Oh,
fails.
it fails. It
Yeah,
fails.
because I had a 12.
Okay.
It was too
So,
dirty. I was dirty.
Yeah, you try to say something or do some kind of gesture that you imagine would, upset a death knight and dash across the room. Okay.
Ancient tongue.
The lady is up next. Oh no, she's dead. She can't do anything. Okay, so he actually passes through this sarcophagus. So you see that he can just move unhindered through any kind of solid object, it appears. And again, he lashes out at you because you were the closest one. Eodan's
Shit,
crude gesture
sorry.
really didn't do much. So let's see what he does. Okay, so you've heard this before. The unholy roar. His skull twists and he lets out an inhumanly horrific scream. So I need everyone within 10 meters must roll against will or suffer fear. So that would be wait,
Except for the duck, maybe.
10 meters. So 1, 2, 3. I don't know. I think McCander's in there, isn't he? I'll say he's safe because I don't know. I think
I'll
he's
take
far
it.
enough away. Did anybody fail?
No.
Everybody passed.
Yes,
Oh no.
I failed.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, Baston, we got to roll on the fear table. Let's see what happens here. Where is fear? Fear. All right, why don't you roll it for me? Why don't you roll me a d8?
I would absolutely love to.
5.
5.
You scream in horror, which causes all the player characters here to immediately suffer a fear attack as well. What? Each person can. Oh, wow, it's like a chain reaction.
It's a wolf. It's a wolf howl.
Yeah, you like. "Arr!"
Arr!
Each person only ever needs to make one willpower roll to resist the same fear attack. Okay, so, yeah, everybody, you hear Baston just shrieking and howling in fear. Everybody, roll me a willpower.
Yep.
The coyote.
I'm yipping in fear.
Yipping.
Oh.
All right, so.
Oh, but Baston can hit him from here.
Oh shit.
I'm around the door. I'd have to still move forward a little bit.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Is it
back, like by
willpower
the
again?
table. By the table.
Yeah, it's a willpower roll. Did anybody fail?
Yeah, if I move there, I could do it.
I don't think so.
Nobody
Please.
failed?
No.
Okay. Wow. There you go. All right. So then, McCander, you're up.
Come on, deck.
Can I actually pass my turn to Chrisana so then she could? Oh no, because attack of opportunity.
She can't move through enemies. Yeah, he's kind of guarding the door at this point. Yeah.
It's crazy.
All right.
Thank you though.
So I'm gonna move up
We just got killed.
and swing my axe.
Go for it.
It's my highest attack.
The duck is the most feared creature in Sweden.
Yeah.
I hope so.
So I was told the story behind that. Apparently,
Oh.
Donald Duck was much bigger than Mickey Mouse in Sweden, and so there was a bit of a duck craze among the youth, and so that is why.
Because of Donald Duck.
Yeah, that is why there is a duck in Dragonbane, apparently. And
Oh
any
my God.
Swedes out there, feel free to correct me, but
So it really is Darkwing Duck.
yeah, pretty much.
Nice.
Yes.
And duck in Swedish is anka.
Oh.
Okay. Oh.
It kind of like sounds like a duck,
Okay.
How a
So,
duck makes the noise.
McCander,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
you just rolled, right? You're 14?
Yeah.
Does that
So
succeed?
my axis is at, or my axis is at 14 as well, so it matches.
Yeah.
You hit then.
Oh hell yeah.
So roll.
Okay.
Yeah, it's that or less.
Yeah,
Sweet.
duck.
So 2d8 and a d4.
Come on, drop the bomb on him.
I'll take it.
Damn.
Okay.
17.
Bag of dice.
Okay. So you cut into him, but again, his armor is quite
Oh.
thick.
Damn it.
absorbent. So he suffers. What is that? Okay. Math is.
It's like a soak. Is that the deal?
It's kinda, yeah.
That's cool.
Okay. All right. Who's up next? Krisana. I guess you really can't do
Yeah, I
anything.
dodged.
Oh yeah, you can't do
And
anything.
then I dodged
Okay.
loop.
Yeah, that's your turn. Okay, so let us do this again. Everybody, roll initiative. There's
Oh my
only...
gosh. It's so interesting.
Can I use my little one thingamajig to not do that?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
So you want to be number one?
Yeah, I want to be number one.
It's number one oracle.
Need to remove.
And I would also like to, if I'm number one, if you didn't get like a 1 or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna change you to a 1 right now. There we go.
Oh, I did 2, so Death Knight actually goes before me. Because I
Do
keep
what?
my same initiative, right? It says I keep my initiative card.
Oh, you were on a 2 before?
I was on a 2 before, so Death Knight actually gets to go first.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, that's cool. So if we were at a table with the box set, you deal the
draw
cards, and Ryan just holds it.
You draw cards and you flip,
That's
it,
cool.
you flip
That's
a card
cool.
over when it's done. Yeah, and it's kind of a cool. I don't know.
I like it.
It'd be interesting. It's
Because you
more-
see it also. It's like a physical.
exactly,
That's good.
exactly.
That's good.
All right, so then this Death Knight, Makander, you are blocking the way. It lashes out somehow. Let's see what it does. Oh, I can't do that one again. That's what you pulled last time. Lucky you. That's the big bad one.
But when the cards, no two people can have the same one. That's
Yeah,
clever, too.
correct. Yeah, it's kind of we're kind of doing it in a hacky way right now.
Yeah, nice.
All right, 3. So Hand of Death. Okay, he gestures out, and you are hurled 2d4 meters away.
Oh,
Unless you
get
want
her,
to.
get her sword. He threw you towards the sword.
Oh, yeah, she's got a sword.
Oh shit.
Wait, who's got a sword?
The
The
lady.
bitch, the lady we fried, the mummy.
She has a big ass.
She's got a sword?
She had a sword.
Remember,
yeah.
she was when you fell on her. She was holding a sword,
Oh shit. Well then, yeah, we should have the sword.
and you just got thrown towards the sword. That's great.
All right, so you got pushed away, and you suffer. What is it? Okay, you only suffer 3 damage.
Does that?
So
Do I soak that up?
Oh yeah, you soak it all up.
Yeah.
Wait.
So you're like on the table, I guess. You got
Yeah.
blown
and
back.
it gets
and
you
you're lying
closer.
on
It
the
gets you
table.
closer to the. Yeah.
Okay, so Baston, you are up.
All right. Well, I can't get to the sword and back. But
You
so
can
what
get
I'm
it
gonna
too.
do also, all right, is I'm gonna use my hunting instincts. All right.
Okay.
So that's gonna drop off 11, 10, 9, 8. So drop some willpower, and this lets me basically I get the scent of something, and then I can track it wherever for a day, right? You can also then spend another willpower point, all right,
Okay.
to gain a boon against my prey. So
There
I
you
made
go.
the knight my prey. I'm gonna move to here, and then I get
You get an
I
advantage.
with
Yeah,
a
you get a
boon.
boon. 2d20.
Yeah, I get to attack this guy.
You hit.
I hit.
So roll me some
So
damage.
then I get my d6 and my 2d8s. Big damage this time. You piece of shit.
14. Okay, so. Okay, so you stab him through the chinks in his armor. He howls in pain, but he's still standing.
All
You wanna
right, then
hold
I'm
your
gonna
hand in
keep
your back?
going. I'm gonna keep going for this. So where is the sword? Where's the sword at?
She had it.
She physically is holding
She
it.
physically is well, it's on the
For
ground. where
dust.
she used
It's
to be.
dirty. It's dirty.
All right. Well, can I go pick it up?
And yeah, you grab it, and you also, when you go to where her corpse is, there's also chainmail lying there too.
Badass.
Okay. Well, I just toss that on real quick.
That would take your turn, yeah. That would take.
Yeah,
That would take.
and I
an
already
action,
took.
yeah.
How much armor is chainmail?
Armor rating 4.
Oh well, yeah. I'm gonna hang
Hell
out
yeah.
here
In
with the
shadows.
sword and
Yeah, the sword
and-
is. It's a one-handed sword.
Okay.
Strength requirement 13.
Okay.
Damage is 2d8.
Okay.
That's
and
badass.
It has a 15 durability.
Okay. Well then, yeah. For a one-handed sword, yeah, it's 2d what?
And you can
2d8.
use torches with it. That's great.
Oh, well, I mean, it's the exact same thing as my longsword, basically. It's 2d8 plus
But
a
a
d6.
spear is a two-handed weapon, though, isn't it?
Yeah, spear is a
Yeah,
two-handed
but what
weapon.
else am I holding?
A torch.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take it, but I'm also gonna start putting on
I
that
also
chainmail.
don't know how like two-handed attacks work in this.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why they. I wasn't doing that. I was doing this. I wasn't showering myself.
10 o'clock, people. We just hit the magic
Yeah,
hour.
no, it is 10 o'clock. We're wrapping up, everybody. It's getting dirty.
It's been dirty.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's been dirty,
With my hair.
especially with Aodan. He's dirty. His condition is very dirty.
Dragonbane
All right, so you
After
go
Dark.
do that over there, and who's up? Krisana, you're up, but you really can't do a whole lot.
Oh, kill this guy.
You want to just hold your action and dodge if something happens, or what?
Is he injured at all? Like, have we hurt
He's
him?
been taking damage, yeah, of course. He's not like flesh and blood though, so it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
He's not like bleeding or anything.
Frick. So I can try to attack him and then move.
Yeah, you
It-
can
it
do
doesn't
that.
matter.
He's
His
gonna get
movement
he's
is
gonna
like-
get an attack if you try to move away from him.
Yeah, that's true. I think I'm just gonna have to dodge if he tries to hit me.
So you want to like swap your initiative with somebody else, or do you want just Makander to go, or
Oh.
you can swap your initiative and like give it to Aodan or Makander's next anyway.
Yeah. I guess I'll give it to Aodan.
Okay, so you swap with Aodan, so Aodan's you're up, so that means you'll go last, or actually the
All
deck
right.
will go last, but
I'm gonna try to save Krisana, and I know we used that wind before, which is a pretty good effect.
okay.
So I'm gonna come here so it doesn't affect her because it's like a cone. And then I'm gonna wind gust him, hopefully over that damn sarcophagus. There we
Wind
go.
gust him. All right, give me a
Yeah,
roll.
fine.
Let's see what this.
Come on, go low. So I gotta go
see
lower
what
than
Aodan's
14.
magical fart can do. 16. Is that?
Shit, I gotta roll.
Do you want to
again.
push it?
I have to. Yeah. This
Push
is
it. Don't
This is
forget
the
you'll
moment.
suffer another
Real-
condition.
Real good, yeah. Come on, buddy, get low.
Oh,
Yes,
there it is.
There we go. Okay. So it's you said /R space D3.
Yes.
Come on, 3 or 1. But I mean that still pushes him away from Jess, right? Like just
Yeah, he gets blown against this
He-
wall right here. Let's say.
And he takes 1 point of bludgeoning damage, and
Okay.
then I'm going to say because the last thing was the I tried to persuade him, and I was not very persuasive this time. Because I've dug into the deep well twice, I'm going to feel dazed a little bit and dizzy, and that's my strength.
All right,
So
there you go. That works. That
Swooning.
works.
Swooning.
Do you want to move anywhere else?
Yeah. So my guys up here getting armored up. I think though I've moved 1, 2, 3. I can only move one more.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get over here so he can't see me either.
All right. So, Makander, you're up.
Sweet. I'm just gonna.
You got to get up. I don't think that
Hop
counts
off
as
the-
an action, though.
Sweet.
I don't think.
So yeah, if that doesn't count as an action, then I'm gonna, plop down off the table and waddle towards him and swing my axe again.
Yeah, you can drop to the ground, blah, 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 or get up. It's a free action. Okay, all right. So you step into this burial chamber, and you swing at him. Roll me an attack roll with your axe, I guess.
10 hits.
All right, you hit. Roll some damage.
2d8, 94. Come
Oh, man. Only 4 points?
on.
It's too bad that you can't do the same thing with your dice.
Yeah.
Take the condition.
Oh, to like push a roll.
Yeah, when
like
you
push
put
damage?
the bed rolling.
All right. Yeah, you strike him, but he is still standing. Or actually, I guess he's up against that wall. All right. I guess the Death Knight. So he lashes out at you, Makander. Let's see what he does. Oh, this is the Big Daddy. So he seems pretty pissed off. You hear the joints in his skeletal frame creak, and he swings with his Morningstar out at you. You cannot dodge, unfortunately. So this is 46.
Oh.
Yeah.
Should have had that chainmail.
And you can't parry it either. And you'll be knocked down. 20.
Oh.
So 20 points of damage, obviously minus your armor, whatever it is.
Are you up?
So 20 minus. Oh my god.
Are you
I
up?
have 1 HP.
Yes!
Oh, you have one.
The armor.
Yeah.
We'll talk about. So there is a cool thing in this called rally. So you can rally yourself with a Bane, or somebody else can rally you. So if you take 0 hit points, you're on your feet. So you can be like, keep going, fight, and then if they succeed in the roll, you're still up.
Oh.
So it's kind of a cool rule, and you can even rally yourself. It counts as an action though, but you roll, I believe, with a Bane if you want to do it yourself. So, yeah, hitting 0 is not the end. However, you have to keep making that success, otherwise you drop to the ground, and you're in death roll territory.
Okay.
But you got 1 hit point. All right. Dang, we're at top of the initiative again. So let me reset it. And you're keeping yours, right? Oops, not the lady. Let me remove her. So Baston is going to be a 2. Let me change it for you. All right, so Aodan, I guess, or Baston, when you guys can decide who goes first.
Well, I'm just gonna put on this chainmail.
Yeah.
Okay,
Is
you're
that
gonna
my
put on
turn?
the chainmail, so now you're wearing this chainmail, this magical chainmail, apparently. 4. So just note that you have 4 armor rating now.
I'll just have to.
Yeah, just
Remember
jot
that
it down or
somehow.
whatever. Okay, so that's your
Yes.
turn. Did you want to move or anything?
Yeah, I mean, I'll move so I can get close enough to hit the guy next time, I guess. Oh,
All right.
No, I got 2, 4, 6,
I don't
8,
know.
10, 12.
Yeah, let's just say you can move. I can't remember if it takes your whole turn or not. The Dawn armor.
I mean,
I
that is far
don't
as
think
I'm
though. You
going
don't want to
anyway.
be like 10 meters from him in case he does
Yeah.
that
But then
crazy
10
ass thing.
meters? That's
Doesn't he
or
have
is he
that
20
crazy-
meters?
I thought he had like a 10-meter thing where like it jacked us all up.
Oh, okay, well then yeah, then I'm gonna stay here. What does frightened do? Because I'm frightened.
I think that was only for that turn. You just screamed, so you're not frightened anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, remember you just screamed and then everybody else had to
Am I still
roll a
weak?
fear roll. So
Am I
you
still
can-
exhausted?
Yeah, you're still. Yeah, you have a condition still. Correct. All right, so
Okay.
Aodan, you're up.
Is there anything I can do to like help him undo his conditions? Like with my healing or
No,
anything?
that requires a stretch.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
stretch rest.
All right, so I guess I poke my head in here. Am I able to cast?
Yeah, I'll say you
Around
can
the
cast
duck.
around him. Yeah,
Alright.
if you have a line of sight, yeah, you can cast.
These are
him.
my last 2 willpower points.
Oh shit! What are you
I'm
gonna do?
I'm gonna hope that fire is the correct answer because that's my obsession. Here we go.
All right.
There
And
it
you
is.
succeed.
Okay, but I think it only is. Yeah, I only get 1d6. it's
Okay,
only
so
two
roll
willpower
me a
points.
1d6.
Come on, 6, baby.
Oh!
5. Okay, we'll take it. We'll take it.
Okay, so you cast Fireball, and it sort of just engulfs him and then goes through the chinks in his armor. And then you see it go all the way up into his skull, into his eyes, and he crumbles to the ground.
Fucking roll, baby! Woo! Oh, that's it. I'm drained.
Yeah, and his armor just crumbles to the ground, and you guys are left in this room
Oh,
with the sarcophagus.
Well, we can't take a rest because we did it already after
We
taking
did
1
it.
damage from a fucking bat.
Yeah.
we went ham.
Wait, you can only take one.
I'll let you guys do a
Yeah.
stretch if you would like, because
Yeah, I
that
feel
is
like we were a little
something-
misled though.
Yeah,
That it was like
I didn't realize until after the fact that you can only do that once per
Yeah.
shift. So
All right.
I will
So
allow
how much
it.
can we stretch? What's the stretchiness we can do?
so you can roll 1d6.
Okay.
You
healing?
can for your HP.
Okay.
If someone is healing you, it can be
Oh.
2d6, but they cannot heal themselves.
Yeah, so I'll do that for you, Melee.
Okay.
All right.
It's
And I
basically
have a
taking
really
your
good-
entire action. You're not resting. Or your entire.
But
Okay.
so do I
rest.
not get any willpower?
I'll
Let me check on that really quick.
Okay.
I don't.
I'll
Wow.
do that for Mikander.
Because that would F me up,
The
I
healing.
guess.
Let's
Or
see
just
here.
render me useless.
Healing and resting. During a stretch, you also recover 2d6 willpower and heal a condition of your choice. Oh yeah, the caregiver cannot rest during the same stretch. It can only heal one person during the rest. Yeah, so I guess
So even the willpower is like all folded into that?
I think so.
Yeah, you know
If
what?
someone else is
Magic.
tending to you and succeeds with a healing roll, so you have to roll as well. The caregiver
Oh, so you can
cannot
even
rest.
fail.
Yeah, you can fail for sure.
Fuck. Oh, what's your max hit points, Baston?
17.
Hmm.
And you
Yeah,
only
that's
heal 1d6 if you
1d6.
do
So I
it
guess-
yourself.
Yes, and
I
then you
guess
get to.
If you help someone.
If someone helps, decides to help, they forfeit their rest.
Yeah.
But they also have to roll a healing check,
And if they
and then
get
they get
it,
2d6. The person they're
Ah,
helping.
So you can fail it.
You can fail. it.
Yeah, I think we're gonna need. I'm gonna opt for willpower points.
Well, who
and,
needs
like,
hit
try to
points?
raise it.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I mean, Baston and
Yeah.
Mikander.
Yeah.
Mikander has 1.
2 because I roll a 1 now.
2.
6. Living that high life.
yeah, and remember,
Yeah.
you guys, while you're resting, you get to recover one condition of your choice.
Oh.
And how much willpower do we get back to?
2d6.
Yeah, injured boys. We each
One
got
hit
1 HP
point.
back. Yeah.
Okay. So we can use willpower to try to roll under it if we're helping someone.
Sorry, say that again.
We can use willpower to like help heal someone? Like to roll under that?
No. Willpower is to use your abilities or spells. Your
Oh.
willpower points.
What do I have to roll under to help Mikander?
Healing, your healing check.
So
You probably have it under your
Oh.
skills.
Oh.
is this a time like if we were
Oh.
playing like all together, like we would probably try to peace out and come back another day?
Yeah, you got exactly. You guys can leave and
Like old school.
old school dungeons. Yeah, you can leave, rest up, come back, etc., etc. So
Yeah, because we're like right around the corner from where we dropped in, right?
yeah, but
Correct.
like I said, you guys are in the sarcophagus room. You see this crown, this gilded crown inside the
Mm.
sarcophagus that you were seeking.
Okay.
I definitely have taken that.
Dragon Queen. Yeah, you're a thief, right?
I am a thief.
So you wanna? Do you want to go? Are you guys still trying to figure out the healing and stuff, or you guys want to go for the croissant? Or are you
I
going
just
for the-
realized
I've
I
already
have to
rolled
roll
mine.
under a 5 to heal someone, so I
Yeah.
don't know if we should risk that.
Yeah, I didn't want to
Yeah.
risk
How much-
getting nothing.
How much willpower do we get back to when we're healing real quick?
2d6.
2d6.
Yeah,
So
if we
you're
only
gonna
got
use
2d6 healing.
you're gonna use your you get 1d6 heal, 2d6 willpower.
Yeah. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, I wish I got.
Oh,
I wish
you
I
wish
got.
you got? Yeah. And
I
are
wish I
you
would.
helping somebody, Krisana?
I don't think so because I have to roll under a 5, and that seems like just a waste of everyone.
Oh, yeah.
time.
That's kind of a yeah.
I'm sorry, I would.
I mean, you could always you don't need really any hit points, do you?
I mean, I'm down a little, but I would be willing to give that up.
Well,
but
that's what I'm saying. Like, you could always try
Just
that if
risk
you
it?
wanted to. Yeah. It's up to you. I don't want to tell you what to do. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
like,
but to roll a 5, that's
It's possible, I guess.
well. We're just gonna grab the crown and bounce anyway, right?
Yeah. Let's grab the crown and go.
Alright.
But
Yeah.
as soon as she touches the crown, there's like 30 dudes are gonna.
Well, so
roll in.
yeah,
I know.
like I said, now that everything,
Bag of
now that the
dicks.
dust has settled, things have calmed down. That fresco, that painting on the back wall, you can tell it's this knight riding this dragon, and it looks exactly like the knight you just fought.
Oh, nice.
So where's the
Oh yeah, so it's a dragon next.
Yeah, the dragon breaks through the wall.
So yeah, like I said, there's this gilded crown inside the sarcophagus, but it's strangely like I said, the stones have been broken and shattered, and they're lying in debris around the entire thing. But there's this crown like sitting there, strangely.
Yeah, it sucks. But I'm a thief.
It's a one-shot, baby.
Yeah, it's a one
I
shot.
backed away. I backed all the way to this
Yeah.
door, and I'm like peeking around the edge of the door.
I'm up for
We've seen
anything.
this before.
The more dangerous, the better.
And
So
grab that shit.
I think I'm just gonna and try to grab it.
Are you going to like search it maybe? Investigate maybe?
I mean,
To see if it's
okay,
trapped?
Okay,
to see
okay.
if maybe like God. You guys haven't played it. You guys haven't
You're
played
not
Thief.
Swedish,
You've never
Jason.
played a thief before. I know, I'm
Kill
helping you
her.
guys. I'm helping you guys too much. All right, so why don't you roll me a spot hidden check while you are looking around inside the
Ah.
sarcophagus.
Where is that? What is
Spot hidden. The bottom of the skills by survival.
it? Oh.
Yeah, remember it's a one shot. If you guys die, who cares, right? These are just
Yeah.
pre-gens.
Ah, I've succeeded.
Okay, so you see
Boom.
something inside.
Got
It looks like this crown is connected to a mechanism of some kind.
I'm gonna Indiana Jones this shit.
That's funny because that's exactly what you have to do. It appears
Okay.
as if you have to swap an item of equal weight, which in this game would be a quote-unquote normal item. So something that is in your inventory that is taking up a slot.
Okay. Like a torch.
Sure. And to do this, just like our friend Indiana Jones, you need to roll me a sleight of hand check to see if you are able to make the swap.
Is there a way to help her on this?
Yeah.
Wait,
How would
wait,
tell
wait.
me how you would help her? Like,
So, because
convince
I
me.
think that like I'm a learned person, and I would have studied physics.
Okay.
As
okay.
she takes the torch out, I'm like, dude, that's way too fucking long. And then I just kind of crack it over my knee and kind of look at it, and I'm like, oh, this is the right way.
Okay.
And then I'm like,
I will
make
buy
sure
that.
you get it centered.
I will buy that. I will buy that. So you educate her in the laws of physics, and she picks a more appropriate item.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Take a bane, I
what are you? So I need you to roll me a sleight of hand with a boon,
Yeah, buddy.
meaning a plus 2d20.
I also have backstabbing, which uses 3 willpower points, and I get a boon to sleight of hand or sneaking. Can I get double boon?
You cannot stack boons. You only get
Okay.
a boon or no boon.
Okay.
You can if you have like boons and banes, and like they can kind of cancel each other out.
I see.
But
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
You got this, Jess.
I do have this.
4. Boom.
Okay, you succeed,
Mm.
and you get the crown.
Rogue,
demon
kind of
crown.
rogue.
And
You feel some kind of force just go through your skin, your fingertips, as you pick this thing up. Like crackling with magic. And it also has runes around the crown. And Aeodon, where are you? Are you in here? No, you're way-
Yeah,
you're
I
way
guess I
back.
had to come back to
Okay.
talk to her. Hold on.
So these runes catch your eye.
Oh, they
You
seem
see
similar
these,
to
and
the
you're
color?
like, I believe I can possibly read these with a learning roll.
I believe I can
Learning
possibly
roll.
read these with the learning roll.
Yeah, so why don't you roll me a learning roll?
I'm a man of learning.
I don't know why I thought when you said learning roll, you were talking about a scroll.
Oh,
Oh!
You can't do the
And
combat.
you cannot push.
Yeah, you can't because it's 20.
You cannot push what is called a demon in this game. A demon roll.
I'm like wiping the mummy dust out of my eyes. I'm like,
yeah, you just
you dirty. The dirty 20.
Yeah, you spot it and you lean in closer, and the dust gets in your eyes, and your mind just goes blank. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Shit.
Okay, so you
sorry,
have
Jeff.
the crown, the rumored crown that was supposed to be buried into this dungeon. So, would you like to leave as victors or do anything else before we call it?
I think we need to leave as victors.
Okay.
That's the greater part of valor.
Okay. So you
Prudence.
guys make your way through this once again silent dungeon.
Yeah.
The torchlight just crackling distant behind you. You climb up the rope. You make your way out to the sunlight, and you have achieved your glory, some riches perhaps, but unfortunately Eodan did not know how to read the runes. So that's where we're going to end Dragonbane. Thanks
Yeah.
everybody for hanging out. Hopefully enjoyed the one shot. Hopefully gave you a taste of the rule set, and go back the damn Kickstarter already. They got a week left. So thanks again, Hi Matt and Noel, for letting us use the amazing soundtrack as always. And thank you guys for playing. And,
Thank you, Jace.
That's
Thank
all
you.
we got.
Thank you.
Appreciate the
Sorry
invite.
I awoke the witch and like fucked you guys all up, and then
It probably has sped things up for us.
So it's funny because, like, yeah, you guys, there's other parts of this dungeon, the hallways you guys did not go into, obviously. But yeah, you guys basically did the Uber.
Triggered
You
it.
you triggered the basically the dungeon boss and the dungeon guard, like the threshold guardian, essentially. So
That's so
yeah,
good.
it's not surprising that you guys almost died this time. So, and if you didn't know, it kind of sucked because everything in this dungeon, like, it had to be magic or fire that attacked it to do full
Oh.
damage. Everything else was halved. So
It
that's
only
why
was not
that's what I was
magic.
trying to say. Like, you know, when you hit it with your sword, it doesn't feel like, even the bats, you know, they required this. So perhaps it is the magic of this dungeon. But
Sack bats.
yeah.
Mhm.
But anyway, we are gonna go to a thank you screen. Thank you guys for supporting the stream. And
So what? Just like epilogue. Like what was the crown?
oh, I mean,
We don't know, but
You don't know. You
we'll
heard
never
rumors of a
know.
magical crown in this burial mound, and you went down and you got it,
Oh,
and you have it.
we don't speak Swedish.
You don't speak Swedish. There is a magical nature to it. So who knows?
Okay.
Maybe we pick this game up at some point down the line, and
Bring it to town.
maybe we'll weave this narrative in somehow. I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna go to thank you screen. Thank you guys again for supporting with the blesses. And damn, I have one more Bane. Oh well, maybe next time. So we will see you then. Thanks. Bye.
Good night.